Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Edward Joseph, and let's talk live. Diddy verdict, part two. All right, let's talk. Well, today, peoples, has been such an interesting day. I'm here, I am live, and I am going to talk about some things, peoples. Peoples, Edward Joseph, let's talk live. Diddy verdict, part two. You guys come on in. You guys come on in. You guys come on in, for there's so much to talk about, peoples. You guys come on in. Peoples, I am here and I am back. I am back to talk about the Diddy verdict part two. But I'm not going to be talking, peoples. I am going to show you a video that was given to me to watch. And I tell you, this brother, once I have been listening to this video, just this past about 5 or 10 minutes, this is incredible, peoples. And I had to get on here and I had to share this with the people. And so I want to give a major shout out to Ringo TV Reactions. This man has literally has blew the roof off this case here. And I concur with everything that this man has been saying because I have literally been saying the same thing. Literally been saying the same thing, people. It's almost like we had a meeting of the minds when it comes down to this particular case and the various things that he was sharing with his people. And so he said that he didn't mind the people sharing his video as long as we give a shout out to him. And so I want to give a shout out to Ringo TV Reactions. Peoples, let's sit back, let's relax, and let's watch this man in action. Peoples, Ringo TV Reactions. You guys come on in.
Trump to pardon P. Diddy is in the news. Um, we got to talk about a lot of things. There's a lot going on in these streets. We're going to pretty much clear the air, make you good people understand what's going on in the news. Pretty much everybody's talking about the Diddy situation, but nobody ain't breaking down the agents that are on YouTube. We're going to talk about Cassie pretty much blocked Diddy's release to spoil him getting out of prison to celebrate the 4th of July with his family. Cassie is a devil, and her attorney, they're all evil. It's like, it's not enough that he have a possibility of serving some time, possibly just getting parole and released, because he was supposed to be released. They wrote a letter to the judge so that the judge can keep him behind bars. that shows the evil of that demon Cassie, and how even after receiving $30 million, it's like it's not enough. She basically made it seem as if though Diddy being released is a danger to the community. He's a danger to her. Like, it's crazy how someone can just write a letter and the judge just go with it. First of all, Diddy beat the feds. It's unlikely that type of stuff happened. He was supposed to go away for life, but he beat it. All these content creators on YouTube, they're mad about it. Everybody started removing their videos, putting videos on private. You know, people crashing out. You had one YouTuber, some sucker dude. He out there in New York. He was going off on Tissa Tales. Tissa Tales. He going off on her, talking about, yeah, she an agent. Ninja, you got that from me. I'm the one who told everybody that she's a damn agent. I've been called her out. And you want to come up over there acting like you calling her out. You and Tissa work together. Y'all both agents. Both of you YouTubers. Let me break this thing down, gang. All of these YouTubers that you see out in New York doing content are all snakes. Every last one of them. They not from New York. These ninjas flew all the way down to New York acting like we getting exclusive content. They all working for the feds. All of these YouTubers are working for the feds. So when you see YouTubers crashing out, talking about, oh yeah, Tissa Tales, yeah, she ain't bliss, blah, blah, blah. When they finish, they go have drinks after. Y'all don't believe me? I'm telling you facts. When these content creators do what they do, it's all for content. How do I know? That clown YouTuber that was blasting Tissa Tales, he was like, yo, hey, I know y'all gonna be using my content. When you use it, make sure you tag me. Ninja, nobody using your content because it's trash. Because you got the info from me. Y'all go back and study my videos. I've been told y'all that Tissa Tales work for the feds. I've been told y'all that. So when you see that clown crashing out in New York talking about, yeah, I'm calling out Tissa Tales. You had Lovely T over there. You know, all these people is feds. All of them is feds. Everybody want to act like they innocent. No. All of these ninjas wanted to see Diddy burn. All of them. They wanted to see him burn. And because he didn't get life, they mad. So now they all on YouTube making videos. Ha, ha, ha. Diddy not getting out. Ha, ha. He was denied bail. All of you clowns look dumb because y'all were telling everybody that, yeah, Diddy gonna serve life. Even Tissa Tales. She lied to everybody. I've been told y'all. So when y'all see these YouTubers claiming like, oh yeah, I called out Tissa Tales, woo, woo, woo. Bro, stop it. You want everybody to use your content so that you could get some shine. Because you even was in your video talking about, yeah, Tissa Tales subscribers, oh yeah, they're gonna come to me. It's all about a subscriber grab, gang. We ain't using your content. We ain't gonna play none of your clips because we know that you and Tissa Tales work together. You and Tissa Tales work together and y'all made a deal. Why do you think Tissa was behind those gates, behind those fences with those fake bodyguards? Those dudes is fake. Those are props. You know what I mean? And that clown ran up there acting like he all ray, like he flipping out on Tissa Tales. Tissa Tales busy smiling and laughing. All of y'all working together. All of y'all. Fake content creators trying to make it seem like they doing something crazy to try to get a viral moment. Nobody don't need y'all clips to do content. All we got to do is just put y'all on blast. You a fed, Tissa's a fed, Gene Deal is a fed, Art of Dialogue, y'all feds. All of y'all feds. Right now, Gene Deal is right now recording with Art of Dialogue. Right now. Right now, he recording. Right now. You know what I mean? He ain't go live. Where was he? Where was he during the verdict? Where was he? How come he ain't go live? How come he ain't make no videos? Because he over there at Art of Dialogue Studios doing some 4K recording right now so that they could drop it. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what it is, dog. Tissa Tales told you that Diddy is going to get hit with the RICO. He's going to go to prison for life. She told y'all all of these lies. Ain't nothing happened. What happened to her inside info? I already warned y'all about this. And I keep telling y'all, listen to me very carefully, guys. All of these content creators, and I'm talking about the ones that got larger platforms, not the smaller content creators trying to get their start, trying to grind, trying to come up in the algorithm. I'm not talking about them. They trying to hustle to get their weight up. You know what I mean? Salute to them. They trying to do their thing. I'm talking about these serpents, these snakes on YouTube who every minute they go live. I'm talking about live all day. Diddy, 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 Diddy. All day long. Every day they go live. You know what I mean? Tissa been with the feds. Go back and study my videos, y'all. Go study the video where I put Gene Deal and Tissa Tales on blast. You know what I mean? I've been told y'all they were feds. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see how I can pull it up, gang, to show you that all these content creators is frauds. All these content creators be lying to y'all, man. We got a lot to cover, gang. A lot to talk about. Let me see. Let me get this stuff set up here. Make sure you double tap the screen to give it a like. You know what I mean? Cassie pretty much went to the judge to block Diddy, and the judge went along with it because the judge didn't like Diddy at all. They actually was shocked. Remember, it was in the jury's hands at the end of the day, you know? And now we're looking at Trump. He looked like he gonna probably most likely be pardoned Diddy concerning this particular situation. So he may actually be here to, you know, celebrate with his family. You know what I'm saying? So right now, that's in the works right now. Let me look for this clip real fast. I think it was a live stream that I did a while back where I put Gene Deal and Tissa Tales on blast because they both frauds, man. I don't like these YouTubers, man. When I tell you I don't like them, I don't like them because everything is about promotion and advertisement. You know what I mean? That YouTuber that was out in the city blasting Tissa Tales, he works with Tissa Tales, y'all. He works with her, y'all. I'm telling you facts. Behind the scenes, they go out to dinner. After they do all that content, after they do all of that nonsense, it's so that you smaller YouTubers will cut the clips, go live to talk about them. Now, what happened? Now their name is in the algorithm. Now everybody is getting on their platform. Now their numbers is going up. Now their subs is going up. Yours is not going up. You just became a billboard for these content creators. Don't be a billboard. Do your own content. You know what I mean? We ain't using their clips. We ain't going to do no reaction videos. You know what I'm saying? A month ago, I told you guys about Gene Deal. Let me see if I can pull this tape up. You know what I mean? I've been told y'all that Tissa Tales is a fed. All of these people work for the feds, man. All these content creators, all of them. They're not just YouTubers. They've been trying to put Diddy in a hole for a long time, and they didn't get what they wanted. Now they start putting all their videos on private. All of a sudden now things is missing. I'm looking for videos so I can react to it. They put all their videos on private. They don't want nobody to see that they lied to the people. Come on, man. Let me see if I can pull this video up. Let me see. Know another man's meat. Let me see. It's small. Hold on. You'll see people siding with where that.
Roku Ads Manager puts.
Come on. I'm over here getting mad with my own ads, bro. This is crazy. Let me see what we got here. Let me let this ad play, and we're gonna get back. Make sure you double tap the screen to give it a like. Let me see. Yeah, I did a video a month ago. Gene Deal and Tissa Tales are allegedly working with the feds against Diddy. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this, and people didn't want to hear the truth. They did not want to hear the truth, man. You know, I did a video a month ago. You see what I'm saying? A month ago, breaking the news that Gene Deal, Tissa Tales are allegedly working with the feds against Diddy. because she hate men. You know what I mean? She's not even human. That woman is a bot. That woman stays on YouTube 24 hours a day, never sleep, no relationship, just video, Diddy, all day, all night. She never takes showers. She just stay online all day, all night. A total bot NPC that just make videos. What I'm trying to make you understand, ladies and gentlemen, is that all those content creators work together. When you see YouTubers, they crashing out, looking like they calling people out in front of the court, all of that is for content. You had these YouTubers down there throwing Diddy oil on themselves, like all together in one spot. What the heck is that, dog? Like you had grown men pouring oil all over themselves, and you see all the YouTubers all together with all of that Diddy stuff, you know, like with all that mess. Now, it's cool that he wasn't hit with no RICO charge and all that other mess and was guilty of all that. But when you see how them YouTubers was carrying on outside of court, it should tell you that something ain't right with them mentally. They all down there for clout. They're not down there to break the story. They're not down there for nothing else but to get subscribers up, to get some money, and to pretty much clout chase. That's all this is, one big clout chase. But what I don't like is that they appear as if though they want to give you good people the truth. But it's not about the truth. They regurgitate what they already hear from other people. That's why I'm calling out that other YouTuber. I didn't even mention his name because he trashed to me. Because I don't like when people they steal your stuff, and then when they do content, they want you to tag them. You know what I mean? Like I've been told the people that Tits or Tails, Gene Deal, all work for the feds. If Gene Deal knows so much about Diddy, how come they didn't bring him to the court to testify? You know what I mean? How come this dude is on the Art of Dialogue every day with a new update about Diddy? Come on, man. They running the numbers up. They all work for the feds. All of them. YouTubers work for the feds, people. Everybody is not just content creators. Everybody is not just YouTubers who are in their house just doing their things. A lot of these people are connected to the feds, man. And their job is to shape public opinion. Why do you think Art of Dialogue always do videos with Gene Deal? It's a money grab. You know what I'm saying? Let's just do another update with Diddy. And you see Gene sitting there like an idiot. Oh, yeah, Diddy? Yeah, for real. You know, yeah, he used to be with those women. And I used to see that happening all the time. Yeah, he used to get the drugs. They used to come in. And so if you know so much, how come you ain't at the trial? If you know so much, how come the attorneys didn't come to you for the info? His job is to shape public opinion. His job is to keep you tuning in. If he knew about all these things, that would make Gene guilty too. Because if he was there with Diddy and he know all this dirt, how come he ain't say nothing during that time? How come he ain't say nothing during that time? He ain't even do nothing. Come on now. That just shows me that these people are all together, guys. All together.
Boy, people, so I wish I would have seen this video a long time ago, because man, this brother is literally killing it. Now, see, I don't watch Art of Dialogue and all like this and stuff. I don't watch the Gene Deals and shit like that and stuff, because for the simple fact that in my eyes, and I think I went off on Gene Deal one point in things on my life and stuff, because he's a sucker. He's a Diddy ass licker. The motherfucker, he kept saying that he was there. You understand what I'm saying? He kept saying he was there. Oh yeah, I saw Diddy do this, I saw Diddy do that, and Diddy talked to his mother some type of way and stuff. And I told him, don't ever talk to your mother that way, man. And you know, like this and stuff. And I'm kind of like, you know, who is the sucker? Gene Deal is a sucker. That nigga don't know shit about shit. All he knows is what all of these other people were saying. Because see, he wasn't a factor in the Diddy trial. Just like all of these other people wasn't a factor in Diddy trial. What is that black girl's name that got on here and talked about that Diddy had all of these kids under his mansion that was in a cave or something under his mansion. If the motherfucking feds would ever found any type of anything of some kids being under a mansion, Diddy would be under the mansion. Diddy would be under the jailhouse. But that didn't surface. Y'all, this girl, she sat up here and it was two of them. Y'all know the names of these girls. I don't know their names and things, because I don't give them credence. But it was two girls that they were on, and they were battling each other and things. And you had that girl Jaguar Wright. Where in the fuck is Jaguar Wright at? Because Jaguar Wright sat her big fat ass up here and start talking all of this shit. But now, ever since the Diddy trial has been going on, you haven't seen Jaguar Wright say one goddamn word. She ain't been on nobody's YouTube channel talking her shit and stuff. What is everybody goddamn body's going in hiding now and stuff? Because it's mighty funny, peoples. Before the trial began, Jaguar Wright. Every time you look, it's Jaguar Wright. Every time you look, is that little girl who talked about, all of this Diddy and the kids and everything like that and stuff. Where did that surface, peoples? It never did. It never did. And then you had this other girl who was up here talking about she knew Jaguar Wright and she was the one on the table and she was the one who was getting ate off of and all like this and stuff. Why in the fuck did she not come and testify? If it supposedly have happened. Now, she was a true victim if it was supposedly have happened. Why didn't all the true victims that was supposedly had all of this shit happen to them, why didn't they come testify, peoples? You know why? Because the shit didn't happen in a manner to which they proclaim it did. Now, the bitch probably had sat on his lap and things and stuff. She was starstruck. She was mesmerized and things. But did he do anything to her, peoples? Because see, if he had spiked her drink and stuff and then flew her back to New York or whatever in the fuck she was and stuff, and she told her grandmama and all like this and stuff, and nobody fucking believed her and things, why didn't she go to the feds? Why didn't she go to the police? Why didn't she go to anybody? Why wasn't she a victim in all of this, peoples? Because, like this brother said, this was the shakedown. This was his cover-up. This had nothing to do with nothing else but Cassie having a dick stuck up in her mouth. That's all that is, peoples. Cassie having a dick stuck up in her ass. That's all it is, peoples. Cassie had Diddy and this other man piss on her in her mouth and all over her. That's all it is, peoples. The motherfucking freak of the leak. That's all it is. And then y'all trying to say it's Rico. See, I don't watch Art of Dialogue and I don't watch Gene Dill. I don't watch all of these people who tried to put Diddy down. Now, I'm not here to try to defend Diddy. I'm not. Diddy did what he did, and that's what he did. But see, the thing is, these motherfuckers was in there with him. And so whatever Diddy did, those motherfuckers did it as well. And so don't try to give all of these people, don't try to give all of these people immunity for the shit that they did. And then try to put it all up on him. If you're going to do Rico, it means more than one person. One person couldn't have orchestrated all of this shit. And see, that's where the feds went wrong at. See, the feds fucked up their own selves because they got way too cocky. And Diddy had took advantage of that shit and slapped him right in the face. Fed, you're dead. Now you got Uncle Fed, who was in the federal penitentiary. Uncle Fed, the boom. The one who sat his ass up here and talked about the Kanika Jenkins case forever and a day. Yeah, Uncle Fed. But Uncle Fed is dead. Boom. Because he's over there kissing Trey Gang's ass. But see, he is sitting back watching this stuff because he don't want no smoke from her with Joseph. Because I'll send his ass back to the Fed. Boom. I'll send his ass back to the boom. To where he can get his butt busted again. And again and again. Sucker. So peoples, I've sat back and I watched all of this circus go on and stuff, and I watched all of these YouTubers and things, and see now this is one of the reasons why people want to try to start beef with Edward Joseph so I can call him out on my channel. But see, I got wise. I got wise now and stuff. I stopped showcasing all of these suckers. I just talk about them. I just talk about them, and if you know who they are, well, then you know who they are. And if you want to be a sucker and go and partake in their madness and stuff and be loving on them and all like this and stuff, well, then be my guest, because your motherfucking ass don't have to come back here. I don't need a Trey Gang lover and a Trey Gang ass kisser on my channel. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, I need real motherfuckers that be over here that loves Edward Joseph, that really don't give a fuck whether you like me or not. Rock with me because of the simple fact that, hey, I'm just real and I just keep it real and 100. See, those are the people who I fuck with. I can't fuck with penny any people who loves gay man. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, if that's what you win, that's what you win. I don't give a fuck. Doesn't bother me, peoples. But see, the thing is, what I'm not going to tolerate is you're sitting up here saying all of this salacious stuff about people who are dead, and you ain't got no proof to your truth. Because see, that's your truth, but that's not the truth. Your truth with no proof. Sitting up here talking about Zaria Walls walking the halls of that establishment, making it seem like she was Kanika Jenkins. This motherfucker ain't said that in 7 goddamn years. So what the fuck is Trey Gang talking about? And then you got people up there. Oh, Trey Gang, I love you. You're a sucker. You're an ass kisser and you're a dick licker. You're a sucker. Suckers sucks on lollipops. So bend your ass over and let the motherfucker go in your rear. Because that's exactly what he's doing with your narrative. Now, the art of dialogue and all of these other suckers and things, Gene Deal, Tisa Tales, what's his name? Ticket TV, and a messy sweet spot. They all suckers. They all sat their asses up here and talked about the Diddy case and stuff. And then there's more other YouTubers that I saw and things. Oh man, they were going in hard and heavy up on Diddy. And Jaguar Wright, that bitch, she ain't made a live since. Where the fuck is Jaguar Wright? That bitch ain't been on lately. It's amazing, people. And see, Gene Dill, old ass, he better crash out. He better, that nigga better sit his ass down and crash out. Because somebody, man, look at here. Half stuttering, talking ass nigga. Man, I've been there. And the man came and he got butt plugs. Well, see, Gene Dill, you're a fucker too. You're a motherfucker. You a mother fucker. You a sucker. And I'm glad that that woman ran up on your ass, your little scary ass, talking about don't get in my space. Don't get in my space. Don't run up on me. Man, I don't play that shit. Don't run up on me. Man, how old are you? You 75 years old. 75 years old, thinking that you 25 and you think that you're gonna handle that woman? Shit. All that woman had to do was just wring you by your little neck, slam your ass down, and send your ass to the convalescent home. But she had mercy upon you. See, all of these suckers ain't nothing but here but clout status peoples. Gene Deal, Tisa Tales, Trey Gay. What Art of Dialogue, and a Messy Sweet Spot. And then all of these other suckers. They ain't nothing here but clout. See, people see this is the one reason why I don't get into it with all of these YouTubers and stuff. And Edward Joseph just does what he do. You know, I don't get into all of that madness and things. And I just call it for what it is. I don't fucking like none of them. I don't give a fuck. You know, see, I have a job. I work. I'm not on YouTube 24/7 like Ticket TV. Motherfucker can't even brush his goddamn teeth with his all bad breath. And then sitting up here trying to get all ruffled. Thinking he's a bad motherfucker, trying to talking about he's the truth bearer and truth teller. Well, nigga, you lied. Teacher's tell. Wicked with your old the bitch need to start taking out those goddamn wigs and take that glue out of her forehead and shit. You know, she ain't got no hair. That's why she's wearing these wigs, peoples, and these retracted bangs and shit. You know, who in the fuck is going to be walking around with a goddamn bush on their head and an ice skating ring right in front? She reminds me of Boss Man, a hair loss man. I should call her Miss Boss Man, the Tisa lost hair woman. I can't call her a man. She's a woman, people. See, I can't call her no man. She doesn't deserve to be called the man. She's a woe man. No, she's a no man. Walking around with an ice skating ring and a bush on her head. Shit. Bitch, you know, hell, you know, Zaria could have gave her some new wigs and stuff. I mean, people, she ain't got no hair in front. She, you know, if you notice or not, the big gigantic fucking forehead, and then everything is retracted at least a couple of inches back from the forehead. And she wears all of her hair just like that. It's a big gigantic circle right there with no hair that doesn't grow because it's all glued down. You know, it's all glued down, peoples. That's what it is. It's all glued down. And I'm like this brother, you know, he said that they don't take baths. No, they don't, because they're on 24/7. 24/7. Ticket every time, Ticket TV, every time you look around, the nigga got a new live going. But see, this is their job. I get it. This is their hustle. This is their hustle because they don't have a job, peoples. They don't have a job. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, it's their job. It's their job. And it's amazing because every time you look around, Ticket TV, Tisa tells. Oh, y'all, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Have you noticed all of these motherfucking YouTubers are down there in New York? Every last YouTuber that has been covering the Diddy case do not have a job. They don't have a job. They don't have a 9 to 5. You know, and they got it, and this is their job. And I can't fault them for the hustle, peoples, because I mean, shit, if you ain't got a job, you ain't got a job, you know? And that's why they have to be making content 24/7. You can't tell me that the people have a job and then they can take off work to go cover a Diddy case for a whole 2 months. Really, peoples? Some people make YouTube their money. And I can't fault them for it, peoples. I can't fault them for it because I mean, you got to get your hustle on. If that's how you hustle, well, then that's how you bustle. That's how you do it. You know, you got to pay your bills and shit. But at least take your stinking ass home and take a goddamn bath. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, Ticket TV sat his smoking ass up here. You know, he sat his smoking ass up here talking about, yeah, man. You know, he fucking talk like he got a dick in his mouth. Yeah, man. Did you guys ever see Ticket TV on live one time? I said, God damn, this motherfucker sucked dick, because he has those the little puffy lips that goes round in a round circle, because he's been puffing on that pipe for so long. His lips is round. It conforms that big gigantic cigar that he smokes. So I think that motherfucker is gay. And he tried to come on as hard as, you know, yeah, man. Y'all know what I'm saying. All right, look here. Tell your mama to get on her knees, man. Tell your mama to get on her knees. Why are you gonna tell the man's mama to get on her knees? You ain't got shit. You ain't packing. You ain't macking. You ain't doing shit, brother. You all you doing is just walking around with a goddamn Vienna sausage. And you trying to tell somebody's mama to get on their goddamn knees for who? For what? What the fuck are they licking? And then this nigga, he sits around and he talks shit. Major shit. You know? And then when the people start capping on his ass in his own chat, oh, well, get the fuck out of here. You block sucker, you. And then he takes 5 minutes to talk about them. He already blocked them. He takes 5 minutes to talk about them. And then he keeps going over and over and over again, the same old bullshit. Yeah, I listen to him because it's entertaining to me. He used to be good, peoples. He used to be. But then the nigga starts smelling his ass. And then he's gotten cocky. The motherfucker got cocky. And start trying to call everybody out, and just because his nigga was in the armed forces, went to Afghanistan or whatever, he thinks, yeah, I can speak 10 different languages and all like this and shit. I ain't never heard no woman come and stroke his back, say, baby, get out the fucking computer and show me some love. For somebody to be on live 24/7, day and night, ain't no woman's going to tolerate her man being on live as much. I mean, this motherfucker, you women and you men is his live. You're his wife. You're his boo. You're his confidant. You're his everything. He cannot go a whole goddamn day without going live and looking up all of these people's business and reporting it. That's what they do, peoples. They ain't got no life. And the nigga ain't got no wife. Like Tisa. Tisa ain't got no man. What man is going to sit up here and let his woman sit on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the likes forever and a day? She ain't getting laid, peoples. YouTube is her life. And you guys is her wife and her boo. That's sad, peoples. That's really sad. I ain't making this up, peoples. All you got to do is just go back and look at the lives that they do, and look how many times that they go live. Ticket don't even wash his nut sacks, and Tisa don't even wash her hair. Y'all seen how Kanika was when they snatched out those that hair that wig off her head, right? She was all in twisties and things and stuff, you know. But that's the way Tisa is. She ain't got no hair. One time she was live and that shit fell off, and I was cracking the hell up. She had to shut down that live real quick. Man, I wish I was recording at that time. God damn. I said, Tisa, man, you bald headed. Peoples, I mean, anybody who wears the same type of hairstyle has some issues with their hair. You got to buy your hair instead of styling your hair. Why you got to buy your hair? You sit at least maybe about 2 or 3 hours gluing that shit down and taking a hair dryer and drying that shit. And then every night you got to use alcohol and witch hazel. Put that on that forehead and stuff and wipe all of that goddamn glue off. See, people, you know, if you're going to be authentic, be authentic. Stop wearing the weaves and the fake hair and shit like that, because that ain't your natural hair. That's you know what I'm gonna do, people. So I'm gonna see her one day while she's reporting. I'm gonna fly down there and I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette, you know, and I'm gonna get close to her while I'm smoking. And I'm gonna say, oops, sorry. And that shit is gonna come up in flames. It's gonna poof. You know, like Michael Jackson when and that's not funny with him, you know, when his hair caught on fire and shit, you know. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette, get close to her. So Tisa, tell me something. Then all of a sudden, poof. Oh my God, people. See all that bush and brush. Oh man. No, but this brother is real. You know, he's real. He's calling all of these suckers out, as I've been doing forever and a day. Where the fuck is Jaguar Right, peoples? And then where in the fuck is that girl? I can't think of her name. It's going to come to me. And where in the fuck is that other girl who was sitting up here crying, talking about she knew Jaguar Right, and talking about they did all of this stuff to her and things? Where's that bitch at? I felt sorry for both of them at one point. But now I don't feel sorry for these bitches, because they had an opportunity to speak out when they had an opportunity to speak out. But they didn't want to speak out, peoples. They all running around and hiding. Bitch, if you're goddamn if you're goddamn what do you call it? Victim, then you should be in the forefront. No, these motherfuckers made live forever and a day for 2 and 3 years straight before anything ever happened to Diddy. And now, since the man been on trial, you ain't heard Heidi of a hair from none of those suckers. Jaguar Wright and those other two girls and shit. I'm gonna find that video. I'm gonna play it, peoples. I gotta get Carly Smith or something, whatever the goddamn name is. Y'all remember who she is and shit. She made a live the other day and things talking about these white people was adopting her. Bitch, you a grown adult. I have no mercy for you. Because see, your ass sat up here and said all of this shit happened to you, but then when it comes down to you coming to express what's supposed to have happened to you, your bitch ass goes into hiding. You're a sorry motherfucker. And any of you who believed her ass, you a sorry motherfucker too. I don't give a fuck. Because ain't no people's no person who is a victim that has the opportunity to put their perpetrator away for good is going to sit back and be silent. And you made all of these goddamn videos, been on all of these goddamn platforms and stuff, and now you're silent. When your ass could have got there on the stand and told your truth. Carly Smith or something. Carly, that names keep ringing in my bell. Carly, but I don't know who the other girl is. But they're bitches in my eyes. They're suckers, you know. And I'm going on record right now, and I'm just saying whatever the fuck happened to them, who gives a fuck? Now you guys don't like what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck. Because my thing is a true victim will always stand up and have some goddamn balls. Allie Carter. Thank you, Gina, to you. Allie Carter. Where in the fuck are you, bitch? Jaguar Wright. Where in the fuck are you, bitch? And what's that other girl's name that was sitting up there arguing with Jaguar Wright? I can't think of the girl's name. And she was going off the hinges. She was on goddamn everybody YouTube channel. People see. Let me tell you something. Look. It's 24 hours in a day. So you have to wait at a certain point to be on somebody's channel and to be on there for about 2 or 3 hours, crying your goddamn eyes out and stuff. And for what? Then you wait until the next day. You come back to somebody else's channel, 2 and 3 hours, crying your motherfucking eyes out. And for what? And then you wait till the next day and you be on somebody else's channel for 2 and 3 hours, crying your motherfucking eyes out. And for what? Now, the person who you accused of having all of this stuff done to you, you had an opportunity to speak your piece to the public, to the people that could have put him away forever. And your ass never came on live or never came to the courthouse, never testified, never made a live while this case was going on. You motherfuckers has been silent. Now, since he's found not guilty of racketeering, where the fuck are you? And if you bitches come out with a goddamn live, Edward Joseph is going to put your ass on blast. I said Edward Joseph is going to put your ass on blast. It's sad, peoples. It's sad. All of you motherfuckers sat up here and listened to all of this salacious bullshit and madness. And then these bitches can't say shit now. See, peoples, I've always been real and 100. I've always said that if something happened to you, stand 10 toes down with what you say and then get it out there. And then when it counts, still get it out there. Don't never let your story die. Get it out there to the people, and never clam up. And don't give a fuck how many people don't like you repeating the same goddamn thing. Get the shit out there. And then when you get the opportunity, go ahead and seal the deal. Hammer the nail in the goddamn coffin and seal that goddamn coffin up. So those motherfuckers can't get out. But she never did that. I said she never did that, peoples. Ellie Carter and Jaguar Wright, and then the other bitch, and Cassie Banana Ass. But see, Cassie, bitch, he's getting out because, see, he's never been convicted of a crime. Now, he may have tendencies and things, but tendencies is not a crime. This is the first offense that he's ever been convicted of. So the nigga is going to get probation, and he's going to be out. You're a fool, Cassie. You're a fool, bitch. And we got your script. And every opportunity I get, I'm going to talk about your ass. You're a slut and you're a mutt. You're a slut. Cassie Ventura. The Mexican slut. Man, I wish I would have had just one of those videos of the freak off. I wish I would have had the video of them pissing on her, because she looks like a stick of piss. And this man is going to have a baby by her, and these people fucked her in her mouth, pissed in her mouth and on her, fucked her in her ass. And these people, that man is sitting up there having babies by her. Tells you how desperate people is, people. They don't give a fuck who get fucked. They don't give a damn. Yeah, you fucked my woman, you did my woman over, god damn it. But she's got the money, so I'm gonna live high and off the hog off that shit. That's the only reason why he's with her, because she got all of that money. She got all that money, peoples. So my thing is simply this, peoples. The bitch got fucked. That's it. She got what she deserved. 11 years of getting her ass beat and getting fucked. And all of you white bitches out there, y'all can get mad as much as you want to. Don't give a fuck. The man is getting out. He ain't gonna serve no time, people. See, he's getting out. They're gonna go to the Court of Appeals. He's going to get out. And it's going to be time served. I'm telling you what's going to happen. And I'm never going to put my video up on private up on this. I'm telling you what's going to happen. It's going to go to the Court of Appeals. They're going to listen to it. They're going to grant him bond. Then when it comes down to him being sentenced, the probation has to say, well, give him probation. Because he ain't going to prison, people. See, he's not going to prison. He's going to see he's going to have a hearing with the probation, and then they're going to look at all of the circumstances behind him. Allegations is nothing, peoples. You can spread allegations upon people as much as you want. But until you are convicted in a court of law, it doesn't stand against you. And so even though he may have violent tendencies, He was never convicted. And that is going to go in his favor when it comes down to probation. And he's already been there all of this time, so it's going to be time served. He's going to be out. He's going to get back. He's going to start making Grammys and Oscars and all of this shit. And then I hope he utilizes connections for all of those suckers who couldn't come and stand in his defense. Fuck you. Fuck you. Because see, the thing is, you sat your ass up there while the good was getting good and stuff. And you know, you made your record labels and you got your money, you got your little fame and prestige and stuff. Well, see, you was a part of it too. Now, if the feds have any sense, then they'll go after all of those other people who had participated. Well, we're going to see what's happened. Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, Justin Bieber, Usher, Ella DeGeneres, and then all of those other suckers. I'm glad that they're opening up the Whitney Houston's death. And I'm glad that they're opening up the death of Kim Porter. See, it's just like Cat Williams said, all of this deviant, devilish, and demonic madness is going to be exposed, peoples. This is judgment time. And those suckers is going to be judged. And those suckers will not get away with the various things that they did. And see, the feds is stupid because they gave all of these people immunity. They didn't give everybody immunity. They only gave some people immunity because they thought that these people was going to be the very ones that are going to be help them get and take down Diddy. But see, the thing is, people, Diddy had a dream team. He had a dream team. And those people got Diddy off. Yes, they did. And all of these sucker YouTubes and Facebookers and stuff, they are pissed as a 6-shooter. They pissed. And that's good. I'm glad that they pissed because now, just like this, brother, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to talk about their ass. Big time. Ali Carter, Ticket TV, Tisa Tales, The Messy Sweet Spot, and Gene Dill. Did I miss anybody, peoples? Well, if I did, I'll call them out later. But these are the ones who I can think of right now. And all of you other hilarious and nefarious YouTubers who just thought that Diddy was going to be convicted. Don't you guys look like suckers now? You guys look like lollipops. Major goddamn lollipops. You're suckers. Y'all just thought that he was going to get convicted. He was going to go to prison for life. But we'll see people's, you know, there is a God. There is a God. And God reigns upon the just as well as the unjust. Did you hear what I said? I said, God reigns upon the just as well as the unjust. And it really didn't matter what Diddy did in his life. God granted him grace and mercy. And for all of you who can't believe and understand that God had did this for him, for his benefit. Because see, God is giving Diddy an opportunity to transform, change your wicked ways, turn from all of that madness and turn to me. Because if not, then, I'm going to hand you back over. And then when I hand you back over, this time I'm going to release my hands on you. God has his mighty hands upon Diddy. Somebody has been praying for him, even in his demonic ways. Diddy didn't have a father. He didn't have no man structure in his life and things to teach him the ways of being a man and not abuse women. But the only father Diddy had was that guy. What's his name? The one who's the president of Arista Records. The one who had captured, cultivated, and tamed him and taught him the ways of gayism. Made him get down on his knees and suck his nuts. And did all form of nastiness to him. And then Diddy took that teaching and did it to other people. It's amazing how one man can be so deviant, devilish, and demonic to be in all of these people's pants. And the only recourse that they can say is, he did this to me. And so now let me sue him. Think about that for one moment, people. So I want you to really grasp that concept of what I just said. This man's supposed to have been in all of these people's pants. And the only thing that they can say is, he did this to me. That's amazing. One man been in all of these people's pants. Every last one of them. He touched them with his pen. And whether they invited it or not, he came in. One man. All of Hollywood is crying, he did this to me. That's amazing, peoples. That's amazing. And so basically, peoples, what you're saying is you've been fucked. Both mentally, physically, emotionally, psychologically. You've been fucked by Diddy. And that is a shitty pity. You've been fucked. One man did all of this. That's amazing. When I've sat back and I've listened to all of the testimonies of all of these people and all of the innuendos and the whispers and stuff, and the TD Jakes and the Oprah Winfrey's and the Tyler Perry's and all like this and stuff, and it's just been whispers and ushers and the Justin Biebers and shit. We're gonna go buck pool wild and, hey daddy, I like the way you scream and screech and scrap and scrape, daddy. You putting in that work, daddy. Yeah, daddy, you putting in that work. Every last one of those motherfuckers been fucked by Diddy. And see, they're stupid for trying to bring they're stupid for trying to bring they're stupid for trying to bring a civil suit up against them. They're stupid for that because you know what that's saying, people's, they've been fucked. He fucked them. He stuck his penis in their mouth, in their ass, in their viraja, in their ear, in their nose, spread it all over their face. He fucked them. So every person that's bringing a civil suit up against Diddy is basically saying they've been fucked by him. That's what they're telling you, peoples. And I said, well, god damn. All of these motherfuckers has been fucked by Diddy? Damn. And then all of this time, ain't nobody said shit. But yet he's steady getting Grammy Awards and Oscars and all like this. And for years, nobody said a goddamn thing. But every last one of those motherfuckers have been fucked by Diddy. That's amazing. I thought about that and I said, well, god damn. This man Winky should have fell off. But all of the people that he fucked, everybody's been touched by Diddy. Every last one of them. and see, the thing is, when they bring the suit, that's what they're telling the people. I've been fucked by Diddy. He fucked me. So what you're saying is this man made you bend your ass over and he stuck his winky dinky right in between the crack of your ass and went up it. That's some type of power, peoples. God damn. I mean, man, all of these different asses, big ass, flat ass, short ass, no ass. God damn. That is a lot of ass, peoples. That is a lot of ass. So he has to be the most smelliest guy there is on planet Earth because he's been in all of these people's asses. I mean, that's the most disgusting thing that you can ever do, people, is a fuck a person in the ass. In the ass. Where all of the dookie and shit comes out. And then you go and stick it in the goddamn mouth. Really? These men has been fucked in the ass, and then they're seeking millions of dollars because he bent their asses over and fucked them in the ass. Is that why Rihanna got billions? Because Jay-Z fucked her in her ass? You know? Think he's next. Think he's next. The millions and billions ain't going to protect you. So if he's caught slipping, well, he's going to be right there where Diddy is. It's amazing what Oprah Winfrey ain't saying shit. It's amazing Tyler Perry ain't saying shit. And then Tyler Perry, he's being sued because he wanted to fuck a man in his ass. And the man wouldn't let him. TD Jakes, he got up there and stuff, and he you know trying to put blinders over him and stuff, talking about I didn't even know Diddy. Yep, this is live, my friend. I am live, Valiant Thor. I am live. I am talking. I am live. So, even the preachers, well, Valentor, hey, you ain't never lied about that. Valentor says, I feel bad for Cheek Mills, Pastor Jakes, Will Smith. They all got their cheeks busted wide open, cheeks looking like the Grand Canyon. People's, every time I look at all of these new people come out with a lawsuit, what they're telling the people is, I got fucked by Diddy. That's what they're telling men and women. When they bring a lawsuit, they saying, I got fucked by Diddy. And that's sad, peoples. That's sad. It is really amazing how one black man can fuck all of these people and get away with it. Because not now motherfucker said not one goddamn thing. Not one. Out of all of this time, not one said a thing until Cassie did her lawsuit. Now everybody wants to come out. It's amazing how this man had got around Hollywood, fucked all of these people, and got away with it. So now they think that they're going to break the bank and stuff because they're thinking that, about Busby bringing all of these lawsuits up against them and things. They thinking that, oh yeah, we're gonna get him. Well, he fucked me, so now I'm gonna fuck him. I'm gonna fuck up his money. No, you ain't gonna fuck up his money. It's not gonna happen, people. So you can bring all of the lawsuits and everything that you can bring and stuff, but the thing is, you're gonna have to come to court. And you're going to have to express what exactly happened. You got to have some evidence. See, you can bring all of the allegations as much as you want to, but see, in court you have to prove your stance. You have to prove that you've been fucked. So you're going to have to bring out all of that salacious madness. How did he fuck you? Did he do it on a couch? Did he do it on a chair? Did he do it in the car? Did he do it anywhere? How did he fuck you? And that's what the judge is going to ask the people. How in the hell did Diddy stick his penis in your ass? Where did he do it? How did he do it? What was the dates and time? All of that shit has to come out, peoples, because you got to prove that he is a menace to society. You got to prove that you've been fucked. And all of that is going to be public record, peoples. And watch the lawsuits going to start disappearing. Because people think that they can just bring allegations up against you without proving their stance. You got to prove it, peoples. You can bring all the allegations in the world and stuff, but you got to prove your stance. Do you got videos, pictures? You got audio? You got anything that proves that Diddy fucked you? That's some, and I want you to think about this, and I'm gonna play this live, people. So I want you to think about this for one moment. The people got fucked, but yet they recorded it. They got fucked, but yet they recorded it. They got fucked, but yet they made a video. They got fucked, but yet they made an audio. They got fucked, peoples, and they've been holding on to this shit forever and a day. So if you got fucked and you know you got fucked, well, why in the fuck are you holding on to the shit? Why in the fuck are you saying something now? I want you to think about that. See, people don't think like Edward Joseph. You know, if you got fucked, you got fucked. And if you got proof that you got fucked, why did you wait until now to say some shit? Why didn't you say it at the time to when you got fucked? Because of the simple fact that whatever was going on, you made money or you had fame, prestige. You was in a position to win. That's why you never said anything. And now, since you think that you got this man down and out, now you want to come out. But see, stupid ass, because you got a stupid ass. Your ass ain't smart. That's why he fucked your ass, because your ass ain't smart. And he's going to keep fucking your ass. Because the thing is, if you had the video or the pictures that say that you've been fucked by Diddy, well, then the thing is, it's going to be simply this. Why in the fuck did you wait so long to show this shit? That's what the attorneys is going to ask you. Why in the fuck did you wait so goddamn long to show that you've been fucked by Diddy? And then you're going to make yourself the laughing stock of all get down peoples. So you people who's bringing all of these goddamn lawsuits up against Diddy, saying that Diddy fucked you, you stupid. You are stupid. Because the one thing that you have to prove, peoples, you have to say, how did this salacious madness happen? How did it happen? Where did it happen? When did it happen? And we already know it was Diddy, because y'all saying it was Diddy. What was it? Other people as well? So did you get your buns busted by somebody else? So it wasn't just Diddy. It was what? Jennifer Lopez sticking a rod up your ass? Huh? Who was it? Peoples. What was it? Cassie sticking her tongue in your ass? Did she squat over there? Did she squat over your face and did she piss on your face? Did she shit on you? See, you stupid ass people, because see, the thing is, the more salacious you try to make this seem, the more that you have to come under oath and under record and to say all of this shit. You got to tell the whole goddamn world, the public, the judge, the jury, everybody. You got to prove it. And they're going to, and the first goddamn thing that they're going to ask you is simply this. Why in the fuck was you holding on to these goddamn videos for all of this time? If you got fucked by Diddy. And you know what the judge is going to say? You fucking fool. You are a fucking fool. You stupid. See, peoples, this is one of the reasons why that allegation up against Jay-Z never stood. They tried to destroy him because they tried to say that he was messing with a minor. You know, y'all know Kendrick Lamar. They're not like us. They're not like us. They're not like us. You know, and they was talking about Drake and all of them and stuff. Well, the reason why they couldn't bring down Jay-Z because they couldn't prove that she was a minor at the time, because the father said he had no knowledge of it. And the bitch couldn't even recall when this was supposed to have happened. Now, he lost some money. He lost some money, true enough, off the allegation. But see, the thing is, allegations without proof is nothing but allegations. That's it. The bitch tried to get on national TV and you know, and see, I understood the news play. I understood they play because see, the news, what they tried to do is they tried to keep playing on this thing. Yeah, Jay-Z is messing with the minors. You know, she was dyslexic. She was this, she was that. That bitch knew what the fuck she was doing, peoples. And she tried to talk with like, and I was just a minor at the time, and he did this to me, and all of these people, and all I can remember was I was in a room. Bitch, you got to come better than that. You got to come better than that. You was just in a fucking room. What room was you in? Who was there? You never even revealed none of the other people's names. But yet your father was supposed to have let you go many miles from home, and you was just a kid, and you made it down to a party to where they were supposed to have having at some type of house. And ugly as your ass is, they let you in, and they focus upon your little ugly ass. They wanted your little white ass when they had all of that ass there. J-Lo's ass, that big ass, big breasted bitch. Beyonce ass, and all of these other Hollywood asses there, men's asses and women's asses. And you mean to tell me that Jay-Z and Diddy wanted your little stinking, nasty, white ass? Really? Peoples, I need you to I need you to really think about this. A motherfucking nobody, another fucking nobody who is dyslexic and you know, talk and even couldn't get her motherfucking story straight. You mean to tell me these billionaires wanted this little white ass? I know that Diddy and Jay-Z wasn't that hard up, peoples. And then the motherfucking people that was at the party, everybody sat around while this little white girl get thrown in the room and supposed to be SA'd by Diddy and Jay-Z because they wanted a little dyslexic white ass. Give me a break, peoples. You guys are motherfucking stupid. You got J-Lo with all of that ass right there that they can be tapping. And you got all of these other people, Cheek Mills and Pastor Jakes and Will Smith and Usher and Diddy. I mean Usher and Beaver. And you mean to tell me they will pass up all of that ass to get a little stinking white ass? They were just so hard up that they just wanted a little white ass. Peoples, you are so goddamn stupid if you ever believe that bullshit. And that's one of the reasons why that shit didn't stick. It's one of the reasons why this shit didn't stick. And that was just a takedown. Hello, Edwina Burke. How are you, ma'am? It is a blessing to see you on tonight. Edwina says, good evening. I came in right on time. And Edwina had said, that's all it be about is money. It was a money play. That's all it was, Edwina. It was a money play. And the bitches lost. The only one who capitalized was Cassie. And so they tried to make that video out to be so salacious. Even when Diddy kicked, he didn't kick her in the face. I said he didn't kick her in the face, you know, because he kicked over her head. He didn't kick her in the head. Now, if Diddy really wanted to fuck Cassie up, he could have fucked her up in that hallway, big time. But he kicked over her head. If Diddy really wanted to fuck Cassie up, I mean, he literally could have threw some blows, threw some hammers up on her, but he didn't. All he was doing was just dragging her, and everybody, oh, look at Cassie. He beat her down. The motherfucker didn't even lay hands on her. He didn't lay hands on her. All he did was just grab her by their head and dragged her and kicked over her and threw a vase at her, which didn't even touch her. If Diddy really wanted to fuck Cassie up, he could have did so. But he didn't. And you got all of these white bitches, these white commentators, and Tisa tells, oh, look what Diddy did. I can't, look, he abused her. Who gives a fuck? Because ladies, women, girls, babies get abused every goddamn day in the hood. All you got to do is just walk your ass down in the hood and you will see abused women, kids, babies, girls, young ladies. And y'all going to sit up here and make something about Cassie getting her ass beat. She didn't get her ass beat, peoples. It's a big difference. See, the thing is, Edwina, you know, terminology is very important. Wordplay is very important, ma'am, you know, because see, you can make things so salacious by the choice of words you use. But you got to look at it for what it is. Diddy did not beat Cassie's ass. Because if he beat Cassie's ass, Cassie wouldn't have got up and walked away from nothing. If Diddy beat Cassie's ass, the security man right there wouldn't have allowed her to go back into the room with him. And then the very next day, she goes and she comes and be with him. But yet she was supposed to have got her ass beat on national TV. Really, peoples? The bitch didn't get her ass beat. Now, if Diddy was a real nigga, didn't give a fuck about the goddamn camera, he would have been hauling blows. Those fists would have been connecting. And she wouldn't have had no pretty face. She would have black eyes, broken ribs, lacerations, and all of that shit. He didn't beat her ass, peoples. It's just that these white bitches, that these anchor people and these news reporters and stuff, you know, they're just mad because a Mexican slut was caught in a skirmish, in a scuffle with a billionaire. And they just mad because it wasn't them. Because they didn't get a chance to sue for $20 million. That's what they mad about. How dare he do that? Did you see him? And that's all Tisa Tells had said was he beat her. He abused her. Bitch, take your ass down to Oakland, California on 98, 73rd, 65th, and stand out there on East 14th Street and then see a real nigga beat a woman down. And then go report up on that. Go report on that, Tisa Tells. So since you want to say that a woman is getting beat, her ass is getting beat. People, I can drive down East 14th in Oakland and have my dash cam recording, and you see girls getting beat every goddamn day. And I can come back and play it up on the live and show you real niggas is beating women, ladies, girls, and babies. But Cassie didn't get her ass beat, peoples. She didn't. She just got her feelings hurt. That's all. She just got her feelings hurt. And you suckers got your feelings hurt and stuff because of the simple fact that you're misconstruing what you see. Diddy did not hit her. He didn't hit her. Even when she stood up, he didn't hit her. That wasn't no beating, peoples. You see, the man was very restrained. He threw a vase at her. It didn't hit her. He threw at her. I said he threw it at her, but it didn't hit her. She was standing up there by the door. He had ample opportunity to go and just slap her around in the face. He didn't do that. He had ample opportunity to hit her with his fist. He didn't do that. The only thing that he did was drag her by the hair. That's it. So dragging a person by the hair, is that a beating? I mean, the bitch should have kept her hands to herself and not grab his cell phone. You know, you suckers, y'all get mad when somebody grabbed that cell phone, boy. Y'all go ballistic. So he did just what you would have done. He went ballistic because she grabbed his cell phone. Keep your goddamn hands off my property, bitch. It ain't yours. I give you money. I give you clothes. I give you fame. I give you prestige. Stay the fuck off my goddamn phone. That's all he was telling her. That's all it was, peoples. Don't touch my fucking phone. And then this shit won't happen to you. So see, people, you know, the thing is, and this is the problem that I have, because this is what the reporter said. All of the so-called beatings happen behind closed doors. So you don't know if this bitch has been getting beat or this bitch was getting fucked. But just because she said she got beat, now everybody believes she got beat. But where's the fucking pictures? Where's the fucking videos? All it is was just allegations. She said he beat me. Now everybody, oh, well, Diddy is going around beating up on women. But you ain't never seen him physically beat anybody. All of these people who saying that Diddy had did all of this to all of these girls, where is the goddamn video and pictures? You ain't never seen it. Because it was all behind closed doors. And anybody can say anything behind closed doors when there's no proof and no evidence. Edwina Burke had said that incident was over exaggerated, blown out of proportion. Now, don't get me wrong. He was wrong how he did her, but Cassie was wrong for grabbing his phone. She wasn't beaten. Yeah, I totally agree. And I've never said that Diddy was innocent. I just said that he didn't beat her. Not to no degree whatsoever of these people are saying. He didn't beat her. That's why the feds couldn't prove the goddamn case, because he didn't beat her. Now you got all of these Diddy suckers, these titty suckers, and dick lickers. You got everybody's goddamn chiming out and stuff because they're mad because he beat the feds. The feds was just so confident. Yeah, we're going to throw all of this salacious madness out of here and stuff. But you heard what Cassie's testimony was. They pissed on me and they pissed in my mouth, and I loved it. That's what she said, peoples. Go back and play the transcript. It's exactly what she said. Edwina Burke said Cassie was a willing participant, knew everything that went on. She should have been locked up too. Yep, exactly. Because she was the bitch that had orchestrated and called these motherfuckers to come out there to fuck her. Understand that, peoples. And she said in her own text and testimony, I enjoyed it. When are we going to have another freak off, baby? I enjoyed it. I'm ready for you. See, the jury saw all between that bullshit. Because even the girl who came, his assistant, even said that she was madly in love with Diddy. And Diddy's attorney tore her ass up. And all of that shit that Diddy was supposedly had did to her, she left him, but guess what? She came back. And she came back to get her ass fucked again. Just like many of you. You guys say you don't like it where Joseph, he cursed and he does this, he does that, and so on and so forth. Motherfuckers, you left, but your ass came back. You came back. You came back to watch Edward Joseph. You came back to listen to him. And why did your ass come back? Because Edward Joseph keeps it real and 100. That's the reason why you come back. You suckers came back. I didn't ask you to come in the first place, but you came. You got mad because Cassie was saying all of this bullshit about Edward Joseph, and then you fucking left. And then you go on all these other channels. Yeah, he's weird. He's this, he's that, he's whatever. Call me whatever the fuck you want, bitches. But your ass still come back and you still watched me. You still watch my live, suckers. Lollipop lickers. And you know what makes me so goddamn happy? It's because you suckers, you lollipop lickers, you bitches, y'all give me the views. Every time you watch my goddamn live, guess what? You give me the views. Whether you subscribe or whether you don't, you still give me the views. And that's all I need you to do is just watch me. You ain't got to like me. You ain't got to love me. Just bring your ass back, sit your ass down in front of the goddamn TV, cell phone, or computer. Shut the fuck up and watch me. Is that all right, peoples? It's all I need you to fucking do. Shut the fuck up and watch me. Now, that's all I need you to do. You do that, I'm going to be happy. Is that all right, peoples? All right, peoples, I did my ranting and raving for tonight and stuff. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to watch this live. We're going to get back into this live that this brother did. Ringo TV reactions, my friend. Ringo TV. And he's giving you his reaction. Let's go.
Let me see if I can play some of this. On that got millions of views, you were helping everybody to get paid. When I tell you guys, there's a pyramid of the Illuminati on social media where a lot of these secret society people, they do content too. That's why they get millions of views, hundreds of thousands of clicks and likes. It's all a pyramid scheme. And they all been getting paid off Diddy. Low key. Yep. You know? It's crazy, man. Gene Deal was over there by the court probably collecting his check from the feds on snitching on Diddy. All of them are feds. I mean, how could he have so much dirt on Diddy, but the government didn't put him on the stand? Right. How was that possible? How is that possible? He knows so much about this man. Why didn't he come in to represent Cassie? Come on, man. Tissa hates men. Facts. Like literally, she's a narcissist, guys. Looked at a couple of her clips. I can't even get through 3 minutes. As soon as I hear her talk, I get annoyed, bro. Because she's never really talking about facts. She just keeps sensationalizing stories, dramatizing stories. And she just dramatize it until you just get absorbed into it. Yep. And be like, yeah, you're right. These men ain't ish. Yeah, these men. But no facts was ever given. How could anybody take these people serious? How could you take Gene Deal serious? A man that constantly says he witnessed Diddy doing this and that, but he ain't do nothing about it. Right. That man is a damn fed, bro. Told you. These people are informants. A lot of these content creators that y'all be subscribing to is the feds, y'all. Told you. Y'all, listen. Y'all don't be listening, bro. A lot of these content creators that be getting millions of views. Mm-hmm. And they're always interviewing Gene. Yep. A lot of those content creators work with the feds. All of them. All of them. And they out here getting paid by spreading all of this evil. And we consume this garbage. And then we go out there and regurgitate the same thing. That's what's going on right now. You know? Every minute, this woman makes a damn video about this case, and it's always nothing but poison. Poison. Because she hate men. She don't have a man. She don't. That woman don't got a man. There is no way she could have a man. She's most likely live right now. Not with how much hate she has. Mm-hmm. Nah. She's not good at journalism. Nope. She's not fair. She's not balanced. That's the type of woman that would literally destroy a man's life. Yep. And sadly, she has a microphone. And Gene is cool with her. Right. Now, if Gene is cool with Tissa Tells, what that tells me is they both working together. Yep. Allegedly. They both working together. Working with the feds. And any content creator you see cheesing up with Tissa Tells, they also work for the feds. All of them. All of them are working with the feds because the way it works is there's like an Illuminati within content creators, within social medias. This is what a lot of people don't know. You know what I mean? And if you want to watch that video in its entirety, the title of that video is Gene Deal and Tissa Tells are allegedly working with the feds against Diddy. You know?
And see, peoples, this is why Edward Joseph always stand on his own. This is why I don't partnership with YouTubers. Because motherfuckers that you do partnership with and stuff, then they go and then they switch their narratives. Then they go and get all into their goddamn feelings. And then before you know it, they're silent. And they don't want to have shit to say and stuff. You know? See, I don't politic with all of these goddamn people. I just do what I do. I have my own mind. I have my own voice. I say what I say. I do what I do. I'll call it for what it is. And see, all of the other YouTubers, they don't want that smoke because see, they kiss ass with all of these other motherfucking YouTubers, and they don't want to be bent out of shape with them. See, I had people. I had every goddamn body under the sun on my live. I used to politic with a lot of goddamn YouTubers. Now today, I don't politic with them. Nobody won't come on my live and things. And that's cool. I'm good. I'm good with that, you know? Because I don't need no fake motherfuckers. I really don't. You know, if your ass can't be on it here and be real and talk about the content and truly express what you goddamn feel about the content and stuff, but then your ass don't need to be on my goddamn live. This is why Edward Joseph goes live by himself and not have people on his panel, because I keep it too goddamn real and 100. And see, the thing is, people's, if I'm on somebody else's panel and stuff, you know, they get inferior of me. And when I start to ask questions and things, I ask poignant questions. I get down to the nitty gritty, and people get irritated behind that shit. Then they start to act an ass. Then they want to start calling me all out my name and this and that and the other. Wait, sucker, motherfucker. I didn't come at you like that. So it ain't no need to try to come at me in no aggressive way. I mean, shit, I can't help it the way that I talk. You know, my voice elevate. So what? You don't like it when somebody elevate their voice? If you're going to be a content creator, peoples, you got to learn how to politic with people, whether the people raise their voice or not. I raised my voice. This is who I am. I'm never going to change that for no motherfucker. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm never going to change for nobody. So if you don't like Edward Joseph raising his voice, don't have me on your goddamn channel. I don't give a fuck. See, people can't handle me. They can't handle realness. You know, they can't handle realness. So you motherfuckers, y'all go and make friends with all of these goddamn YouTubers and stuff, and then you want to sit here and you say you want to politic with me. Nah, keep your ass over there with all of those other motherfucking YouTubers. I'm good just the way that I do. I don't need a motherfucker to try to boost me up or to prance my numbers and all that shit. You motherfuckers are going to watch me either way, regardless. All right, love, Island Girl 49, love you, man. And thank you for coming in. And I know it's late over there, but you know, come back and watch the replay. Come back and watch the replay, you know. And thank you for tuning me in to this brother here, because he's talking facts. And see, you know, you had Casey Cloy over Sanchez Medina sit over here and talk about Island Girl, calling her job and doing all of this crazy shit and stuff in the Kanika Jenkins case. And she swore up and down, I'm going to find out who you is, but the bitch still don't know who she is today. Casey Cloy, Overa Sanchez Medina still don't know who Island Girl 49 is today. And God damn it, yeah, I did protect her. None of you motherfuckers know who she is. Yeah, you have it, peoples. See, if you ever going to politic with Edward Joseph, your ass has to be real and transparent. I'm a real person. I'm an open book. You know, I'm just a person who just keeps it real. That's it. I don't sugarcoat shit. I don't owe nobody nothing. I just sit here and I just do what I do. And it pisses people off because I'm just too candid. I'm too meticulous. I'm too thoughtful. You know, when I get on here and I start to break down cases and shit, you know, I really break that shit down. I'm very analytical. I don't look at it in the lenses through what other people say or see. I look at things very differently. This is why the people love me. A lot of people can't help the cursing and stuff. Well, I can't help that. Well, shit, you know, when sometimes when I get like this, people are curse. You know, I'm just like my daddy. I got the genes in me. You know, but if that bothers you, don't watch it live. Shit, you know, that's it. That's all. You know, we all grown adults. Should no child be sitting here watching it live and shit? You know, I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat shit for you just because you don't like me cursing. I got my spiritual family on Facebook. They don't tune in because they don't want to see me in a manner like this and stuff. But I'm goddamn it, I'm human. You know, I'm human. So don't talk about me. Pray for me. Bring me back. Bring me back. You know. But they see me who I am. This is who I am. I don't curse all the time, but I curse. You know, that's my stronghold, peoples. Pray for me. If you guys don't like what I'm doing, pray for me. Pray for me. You know? Instead of praying, y'all talk about people all the time. And this is why I talk about you. You know? I don't like fake people. If you can't keep it real with me, well, then you can't keep it at all. You understand what I'm saying, peoples? You know, I don't give a fuck if you don't come on my live. I don't give a fuck if you don't come on my panel. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't bother me, peoples, because Edward Joseph is always going to be here. I'm always going to be here to shoot my shot, say what I say, and do what I need to do, regardless. Because don't no motherfucker make me and they can't break me. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, y'all some funny acting suckers. Y'all some funny acting bitches. Cause y'all get into y'all feelings and shit. We can agree to disagree, you know, but y'all be taking that shit way to heart. Oh, I don't want to talk to him and stuff because, you know, I said this and he talked about me or he said this. Who gives two rats asses? I don't give a fuck. And this is why I do what I do. This is why I enjoy myself, peoples, because really I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you, what you feel, what you think, what you do. I don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, peoples, I'm going to do what I'm going to do regardless, whether you like it or not. You know, y'all be wanting me to be having feelings and stuff and be wanting to play and you know, bow down and tone down because of you. Nah, fuck you. Fuck your mama. Fuck your friends. Get the fuck out of here. And don't bring your ass back. And in that way, I ain't got to talk about you. I ain't got to think about you. You ain't got to do shit. Simple as that, peoples. Simple as that, peoples. So that's what it is, people. That's what it is. These motherfuckers couldn't find out who Island Girl is. And that's just the way that it is, peoples. God damn it. Nobody said that you had to agree with her ass. She said what she said. She did what she did. Who gives a fuck? That's why I do what I do, peoples. And that's why I keep it real and 100, you know. You got people who come, you got people who go every goddamn day. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be here and I'm going to do what I do. You know? That's what it is. I'm always going to be here, and I'm always going to talk about these cases. And there's more cases I'm going to talk about, people. There's more cases I'm going to get into, because see, the one thing I do know is that you guys love it when I start to talk about a case and I really start to analyze it and I break it down, literally break it down. And when I start to break shit down, I make so much goddamn sense. It's just incredible. You motherfuckers watch me from the time that I go live to the time I get off. And it can be 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, sometimes even 10 hours. And you guys will be here from the time to when I get on to the time I get off. Watching and listening to Edward Joseph. Because I'll be breaking that shit down, boy. Man, it ain't nobody like me. And I don't try to proclaim to be like no other YouTuber. Everybody's unique in their own way. I just love doing what I do. And once I get these pearly whites in, I'm going to be just like this brother right here. I'm going to be live. You're going to see Edward Joseph in my new attire, with my new glasses, with my new pearly whites. Show enough. Show enough. And so it's only going to be for the people who is going to be a member of this channel. I'm not going to give everybody free access to Edward Joseph. You got to become a member of this channel. When I go live and I show myself, if you're not a member, tough titty. That's it. Tough titty. Because it's only going to be members only. That's it. I'm not going to be streaming all on my channels. It's going to be on my main channel, the one with my picture on it. And if you're not a member and you're not subscribed, tough titty. That's it. You know, I might as well go ahead and start getting my Skrilla on too, just like everybody else. Shit. You know, that's what it is, peoples. All right, so let's get back into this and let's listen to what this brother had to say.
I'm saying I'm not going to play the whole video, but that video right there, I was letting the world know that both of those so-called content creators, they work for the feds and always been with the feds. You know, their job was to take down Diddy for a minute. Tissa Tales literally made her channel grow so much, and she made so much money off of Diddy since he was put behind bars by sensationalizing the story, promising her viewers a verdict of guilty on all counts, on RICO charges, everything. She was telling y'all how she got inside info. All of that stuff was lies. Now y'all should be calling her out right now. Right now, y'all should be calling her out. All of these things I talked about already. So when you see YouTubers trying to use my talking points by making it seem like they were calling out Tissa Tales, bro, that's a damn lie. I've been doing that. I've been told you guys that she's a fraud and she's still hustling. She can't sleep, guys. Think about this. Imagine you up from early in the morning in New York going live and you still live. You know what I'm saying? Still live. Your clothes are stinking, underarm funking, no shower, just stinking. And you're just in front of your computer all day, doing videos all day. You an NPC, bro. You're an NPC. You on drugs. There got to be something wrong with you. Like something, you ain't take no shower. You ain't get no dinner. You ain't even sleep. No relaxation, nothing. Just Diddy. Addicted to YouTube. Addicted to social media. You know what I'm saying? Like something ain't right. Y'all, listen, you good people got to think and use your brain. Some of y'all watched her videos. Then y'all went home, went and took care of your life, came back. She's still alive. Like, come on, y'all. Y'all got to wake up, bro. So Trump to pardon Diddy, allegedly. Cassie blocked Diddy's release, YouTube agents lied to viewers. All of you folks out there that have been watching all these content creators believing that they are giving y'all the truth. They have been hustling y'all all these months with Diddy case, lying to the American people, lying for clicks, lying for views. I'm the only one that kept it a buck with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you double tap to give it a like. You know what I'm saying? I don't ask for much, man. Y'all be blowing up all these channels that are frauds. Now think about this. You guys, y'all make the fraud channels grow. And the channels that actually put in the real organic work, y'all don't support those platforms. Y'all make the Fed channels grow. I seen people come into my live chat. They said, Ringo, your channel is trash. I get all my info from Art of Dialogue, Tissa Tales, and some other platform. And I'm like, all of those platforms are ran by the feds. That's no different than what's that other channel where all those rappers go to? What is that channel, man? That's another Fed channel. What is his name, man? The white dude that is always interviewing the rappers. What's his name? Vlad or something? Yeah, that's another Fed channel. All those channels work for the feds, man. Yeah, Vlad. That's a Fed channel, man. How y'all all subscribe to the feds, bro? Like, y'all literally watch channels where these men work with the feds. That's how everybody get arrested. That's how all these rappers are going to prison. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be subscribed to the worst channels and y'all blow those channels up. Y'all be clicking the like button. Y'all help all those platforms grow to millionaire status, million subscribers. Y'all hit the like button and you're getting nothing but fake content. That's sick, man. At the end of the day, that's some sick stuff. Let me see if I can get this info here. Give me a minute, guys. What the heck is going on with this computer, man? This thing bugging out. Okay, let me see if I could go to, where's that page? Where's that page? Let me see. Oh, let me do this. Again, guys, if you're now showing up, be sure to double tap the screen to give it a like. We're talking about Trump to pardon Diddy, allegedly, because Diddy interacted with Trump a lot of times. And I feel that Trump is going to do the right thing and pardon him, because he's going to see that he beat the feds and they still trying to crucify him. The best thing to do is just let that man go home to his family and relax. Like, you guys, y'all literally trying to torture this man to death. And all you sick content creators that failed in your attempt to make Diddy burn in prison for life, I can't wait to see your face on Judgment Day when the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob pull out the book and review your sins. Because with the same energy that you guys are trying your best to crucify Diddy, talking about, yeah, he needs to burn in prison, he needs to do this, you're going to burn in hell. Because with that judgment that you have against Diddy, that hatred that you have, that venom of wanting to see a black man burn in prison, right? Even when that man already done did almost a year, you know what I'm saying? And was away from his family, couldn't eat properly, and had his whole life put on blast. See, you don't go through that. You know what I mean? And a lot of you are jealous because the man have millions of dollars and you living in poverty. And it's like, you're just full of hate. It's like, you just can't accept the fact that, you know, he was found not guilty on the serious charges that was supposed to put him away for life. I already told y'all, once the case went down, I said, Diddy is not going to prison for life. I told y'all already. Y'all didn't believe me. I told y'all, he's not going to prison for life. Y'all was like, nah, he's going to burn. He's going to burn. I was like, no, it's not going to happen. I already studied the case already, you know? So, and you know, nobody beats the feds. Nobody. They have a 98% conviction rate. So nobody really beats the feds when it comes to these particular cases. I want to read this thing from TMZ about what Cassie did, because Diddy was supposed to come home. He was supposed to get out. And what happened was Cassie attorney and them sent a letter to the judge to keep him behind bars. And they basically just went with it. And so I keep telling you, the judges are corrupt. The attorneys are corrupt. The only reason why they're doing this is to further punish him.
And see, peoples, I said the same thing. Shout out to First Source TV. Shout out to Cooking with D, because she was the one who said it. I said it. We had a conversation about this, and we both was talking, and we both were saying we don't think Diddy is going to get convicted. And I think I had said that on my live a couple of times too. I told you guys Diddy wasn't going to get convicted. I don't see that happening. I can go back a couple of lives and find that and play that back, because I know I said it as well. So, he's not the only one who has been saying all of this. I said it too. I got insight too. I studied the case too. And I said, this ain't nothing but a orgy fest. This ain't got nothing to do with Rico. This man, he did whatever he did in the comfort of his home, in his bedroom. And if all of these people didn't like what was going on, well, then they could have said something a long time ago, but they didn't, peoples. They didn't. And see, the thing is, everybody wants to bring all of these civil suits and shit like that. Well, see, even in the civil suit, you gotta prove something. So you got to bring out the goddamn videos and pictures and stuff. And if you have pictures and videos of him fucking you in your goddamn ass, and you've been holding on to that shit forever and a day, but then the judge is going to ask you, why the fuck did you turn that shit in a long time ago? What the fuck is wrong with you? See, this is, and I agree with this brother. This is stupid people. See, I don't come with salacious madness, peoples. I don't have to. I don't have to come with drama and sensationalism and shit, and come with titles to drum up shit. I just come real. I come with it. I talk about the case. I analyze it in the manner to which I see fit. And there it is right there in your goddamn face. And I've always told the people to open up your goddamn eyes, wake up and smell the motherfucking coffee, because that shit is burning. I don't have to come with sensationalism, peoples. You're going to watch me regardless. But see, the people, they don't like my stance. They don't like how I do things. So yeah, I'm only going to give a couple of subscribers and stuff. I'm only going to get a couple of likes and whatnot. And it's going to take a minute for my numbers to come up, but it's coming up. It's coming up. And I got 9 subscribers out of this past week. So thank you. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. Because now they finally got a channel that is real and 100. And that's going to keep it real and 100. I'm going to start covering a whole lot more cases, peoples. See, I know where I know where my strength lies, people. I know what I can do. See, I can't do like everybody else. I know what I can do. I know where my gift is. My gift is to look at cases, talk about the cases, and analyze the cases in such a profound way, and it draws you in. Because the more that I'm into the case, the better it is, because I look at everything and I start to discern and decipher different things that people ain't never even thought about, ain't never even talked about. That's my gift. And I have the gift of gab, people. I can get on here and I can talk for hours on end and never repeat myself. Not everybody can do that. And so if you guys quit being so goddamn stingy, and hit the like button and hit that share button and put Edward Joseph out there in the algorithm, shit, man, I'll be at 1 million. But see, the majority of the people that's watching me is haters. And see, I refuse to play by YouTube's game, because see, I'm not going to pay for views. I'm not going to pay for clicks. So even if I never get over 1,000 views, well, then that's fine. Because I mean, you know, when I had my original channel before it got taken down, shit, man, I was averaging 2,000 and 3,000 people views on YouTube. Now I can barely get 200. But even 100 is good for me, because I said, well, shit, that's 100 people that's watching me. And it takes maybe a day or two. It just depends upon what I'm covering. When I start to cover this Zaire Walls case, shit, that shit shot up to over 100 easy, just one night. And it's still growing. So I see, but see, you know, the thing is, I have to pick and choose the topics that I talk about, people. So I just don't want to get on here and just, you know, start talking about shit that everybody else is talking about just because they're talking about it. Nah, the case has to affect me in some certain way. You know, I have to be moved by it. I got to feel it in order for me to get in here and spend any type of time on it. Because if I'm not feeling it, people's, well, then, you know, ain't no need for me to talk about it, because I'm not going to be good at it. But if I'm feeling it, people's, man, look at here. I'm going to be a beast. I said, I'm going to be a beast, peoples. And so y'all, you know, stay tuned, because it's still a couple more days out of this week. We're going to get into some other cases and things and stuff. And, you know, I'm going to be putting some videos together, some shorts and stuff, and putting it out there in the algorithm and whatnot, you know. But see, the thing is, people, you know, it's going to take time for me to get to where I want to, but it's going to be that one video that I'm going to do that is going to really open up the floodgates. And I'm going to be live and I'm going to talk about it. It's just like the Kanika Jenkins case that opened up the floodgates. But because I had a lot of haters, you know, they was able to take down my channel. I got it back, and I'm growing it back in things, you know, but it ain't like what it used to be. And so when I start to play back my old lives, and you see all of the people on my channel and on my panel and talking and stuff, man, those was the good old days. But now all of these suckers is quiet. They're quiet. And that's okay, because I've learned to be a solo writer. You know, I've learned to, if you're ever going to advance, never depend upon nobody to do shit for you. You do it yourself. Rise above the occasion yourself, and just depend upon God, and the Lord is going to take you when he's ready for you. He's going to elevate you. And so far, I'm doing good, peoples. I'm doing damn good, and I'm happy. And I greatly appreciate each and every one of you that's in this live, that's watching. Greatly appreciate that, because you're the ones who's helping me get my views and keeping my numbers up and things. You know, it's what it is, peoples. It's what it is. All right, people. So let's get back into this and let's listen to what this gentleman had to say and stuff. But I just had to just come on and speak my piece for a little something right quick here, peoples. Let's get back in. Let's go.
Like, there's no reason that the man is being denied bail. There's no reason. Like, seriously, there's no reason. Look, The major charges that he was acquitted on prove that he's not a risk to anybody. So why would Cassie be allowed to get her attorneys to put letters together to send to the judge so that he could deny bail? That don't make no sense. The major charges that would make Diddy look like a flight risk or a danger to the community, he was acquitted on those. So what's the point of denying him bail? Like, what could he do? What is he going to do? Kill Cassie? That's what he's going to do? If something was to happen to Cassie anytime right now, that would all fall back on Diddy. It'll look like Diddy set that up. So why would that even be possible? It don't make no sense. You know, they need to just let that man go. But no, they don't want to do that. They want to keep him behind bars as long as possible till he gets sentenced so that he can struggle and suffer. And Cassie is a devil, man, a complete demon. And it's just sick. Let me see if I can find this. Give me a minute. I got to go to Instagram to find this particular post. Meanwhile, click that like button. Double tap the screen to get the likes up. Double tap the screen to get the likes up, guys. I think there's 2 different posts about this. Is this it? I think this is it. Yeah. Cassie is opposing Sean Diddy Combs' release from federal custody, excuse me. Now think about this. You already got $30 million. You got $20 million from Diddy, $10 million from the hotel, but your ass is still concerned about him staying in prison. That damn animal wanted Diddy to burn for life, and it didn't happen. So she's salty about that. She played all of you people. She played y'all. Like literally, Cassie was not a victim because those particular charges were pretty much dismissed. So in the case of Cassie, nobody really looked at her as a victim. So I don't even understand how the judge would even take her word. I mean, even Kid Cudi said me and Diddy got played by Cassie. Cassie is a HOE. At the end of the day, I don't want to hear nothing. She a 304. Any woman that would make a bunch of different ninjas, put pipe all up inside her mouth, peeing in her mouth, doing all sorts of evil, and yet she just took that like a champ. She don't have no credibility, fam. So they made a letter and they put all of these different statutes and various other things, and that's what made the judge deny bail for Diddy. It says, "Dear Judge, we write as counsel for Cassie, Cassandra Ventura." Notice, for Cassandra Ventura, not for everybody else, just for her. See, this whole case was about her. How she got the power through her attorney to write the judge so that they can deny Diddy bail. They use Cassie, fam. The feds use Cassie, and they put all the different statutes, 18 USC 2421, everything, so that they could keep Diddy behind bars. He got a victory rather than them let him out so he can pretty much get with his family. They said, you know what? Let's deny bail. Let's keep him in there long enough. Let's keep him in there. This is sick. And content creators are making videos about this because they're rejoicing. Listen, y'all can rejoice about him being denied bail, but you cannot say he's going to be doing life in prison, because he's not doing life in prison. Y'all all lied to y'all viewers, and y'all all retracting y'all statements and pulling videos down. I see a lot of y'all been putting y'all videos on private. Y'all looking stupid out here now. So it says, Cassandra Ventura, Miss Ventura, to respectfully request that the court deny Mr. Combs to be released pending his sentence on his 2 convictions under 18 USC 2421. Whatchamacallit, they don't want him to pretty much have the bail. Oh, it has something to do with Bail Reform Act 18 USC. I don't know all that technical stuff. I'm not no attorney. I don't understand all that. I don't got time to look up all those statutes. Detention is mandatory post-conviction on these charges. So I guess the judge could have let him out, but based on those statutes, it's like it's in stone that even though because of those two charges, they got to keep him inside. I guess if it was just one, then they could let him out. But because of those two, based on those statutes, they got to keep him in. But it looked like the judge was going to release him. But because of Cassie and her attorney, they did some dirty stuff. And who's that? Douglas, who's this person? Douglas H. Wigdor, whatever. You're the devil. You're going to have judgment day on you because of this type of evil. It says detention is mandatory post-convictions on these charges. And Miss Ventura, watch this. Miss Ventura believes that Mr. Combs is likely to pose a danger to the victims who testified in this case, including herself as well as the community. That's sick. That's sick. What danger is what? You mean to tell me Diddy being released posed a danger to Cassie, the victims, witnesses, and the community if he's released? Listen, Diddy could do whatever he want behind bars. All Diddy got to do is just snap his finger. So it doesn't matter if he's behind bars. If Diddy wanted to do something to Cassie, it would have been done already. So all of this is just fabricated garbage to keep that man behind bars. Cassie's the devil, y'all. Cassie is the devil. Because if Diddy's family was really connected to the streets to the point where they could just have people off like that, it's very easy to do that right now. They got the money, they got the resources, they got the pull. It can be done. So whether Diddy is behind bars, that's not stopping any of these so-called victims or whatever you want to call them, because they're not victims. All of these people are willing participants, you know? They're all willing participants in this situation. Talking about Mr. Combs is likely to pose a danger to the victims. There were no victims. There was no victims in this case. What victims is she talking about? This is crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Including herself. Cassie was no victim. Cassie was a 304. She loved taking D. Cassie said in those text messages, y'all read those text messages. Cassie said she loved splitting her legs open. She loved taking hard wood. She loved having her tonsils twisted and twerked. She loved it. You know what I'm saying? Cassie said she loved being piped down by heavy meat from different men. It's all in those text messages. She was not no victim, y'all. You know, she just want to see Diddy behind bars. She want him to suffer. She's a bitter, scorned woman. Bitter. You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't she be taking care of her kids? Shouldn't she be taking care of her husband? This woman got time to be worried about Diddy. She's not happy. Even though she went with the white man, she got the white man. The white man bust her open, got her pregnant. She's still not happy. Still not happy. It goes on and says, we thank the court for its time and attention to this matter. So basically, the court listened to the attorneys and they went through with it because Diddy was supposed to be released. This railroaded Diddy. They saw him celebrating. They saw his family celebrating. And they was like, you know what? Nah, we're going to rain on their parade. We're not going to let Diddy get out. We want him to burn. But see, to all the haters out there, one thing y'all can't do is, Diddy's not spending life in prison. He's not spending life in prison. All you content creators, y'all look stupid. Y'all look dumb because y'all were telling y'all viewers that Diddy is going to burn. He's going to spend life. Half of these content creators was talking about, oh, I don't make videos about P. Diddy. You know, I don't make no video. All they doing is all day they making videos about P. Diddy. I thought you ain't making videos about P. Diddy, clown. I thought you said you don't make videos about it. I thought you said Diddy topics is a distraction. So why are you making videos about Diddy? Hypocrite. Hypocrite. You're doing it for the bread. You're doing it for the cash. You want to build up your subscribers. You don't care about Diddy. You don't even care about the people. And half of you people that are busy judging Diddy, you got a lot of sin in your life to judge. That's why I'm saying on Judgment Day, a lot of you folks that had that hand of judgment pointing at Diddy, you better pray to the Most High that you don't got no sin. You better pray to God that you don't got sin in your life. Because I'm telling you, with that same judgment that you've been wanting to see him crucified, you're going to get that same judgment. Because again, the court of public opinion is what made a lot of us hate P. Diddy. It's the court of public opinion. Tissa Tales been filling y'all up with hate. She hates men. So everything that she talked about regarding Diddy was nothing but hate. She literally was hating, bullying the family, bullying Diddy every single day, just speaking about him negatively, getting the audience to hate Diddy. And she promised y'all a lot of things. None of that came to pass. She told you that Diddy was going to get caught up with that RICO charge and spend life in prison. It didn't happen. How come y'all ain't unsubscribed from her? How come y'all ain't unsubscribed? I told y'all that Diddy is not doing life and they're going to find him not guilty on those charges. Same thing I said happened. Y'all were hating me. You had people that, I'm unsubscribing because I told them the verdict before it even happened. Now they look stupid. You know what I mean? Now y'all look dumb. Half of y'all look so stupid. Y'all literally are trying to throw shade about, Diddy didn't get out. Diddy's still in jail. Yeah, because that damn demon Cassie sent a letter to the so-called judge to keep him in prison. That's what she did. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not cool. It's not cool at all that she would even have to do that. So a lot of y'all out there, be very careful with these content creators. Be very careful with these demonic entities that have been lying to y'all the whole time. A lot of them been lying to y'all the whole time about this whole case. Let me see. Yeah, Cassie is the one who did it. Cassie is the one who put the nail in the coffin to have Diddy blocked. You know what I'm saying? That's why he was denied bail. Cassie attorneys, they sent a letter. They set up a nice little letter and they emailed that to the judge. And the judge looked at it. Judge said, okay, we're going to grant you that. Because remember, the judge was in on this too. He was in on this too, and he wanted Diddy to fry. You know what I'm saying? He wanted Diddy to fry as well as everybody else. They were all hoping and praying for him to fall. So now it's like one of them situations where they said, you know what, let's cook him a little bit more. Because he was supposed to go home. Like right after that case, he was supposed to be granted bail so that he can get out. You know what I mean? Now we know based on the other two charges, it's not like he's scot-free. He's still got to, they going past some sort of judgment. But the way this thing was supposed to go down, they were supposed to give him probation, you know what I'm saying, where he would just probably get like probably 8 years probation, 10 years, something like that. I'm not sure exactly how they'll cut it, but that man wasn't supposed to do any time. And if he was to do any time, it'll be about 2 years, the most 4. But then again, when you look at the time he already done served, that adds for credit. So that man will be home probably a year, 2 years the max. He'll be out. But they should have given him bail so that he's able to come home, spend time with his family and chill. He going to possibly do some time, you know what I mean? But at least give the man the grant to get out, clean up himself, freshen up, live life a little bit. He had a great victory. He beat the feds. Nah, let's keep him behind bars. Come on, man. Them people is evil, man. And all of you people that want to see Diddy fry, y'all evil as hell, man. You can't be that invested in wanting to see a man burn. Y'all did that to R. Kelly already. You know what I'm saying? Free R. Kelly. Y'all put R. Kelly behind bars for something he didn't even do. The court of public opinion crucified R. Kelly. That man didn't do nothing. He ain't really do nothing. There's nothing that they had on him. Why is that man in prison? Because the Illuminati realized that he crossed the line with something. And because of that, they put him behind bars. But yet you got all these YouTube channels telling young black women to go get a so-called older man to be a so-called male provider. You got YouTubers like Miss Sprinkle and various other demons that are always telling young women that are 18, 19 to find themselves a 65, a 70-year-old man to make him a sugar daddy. So it's okay for them to do that. But yet you want to crucify R. Kelly because he had these young ladies with him. Make it make sense. You know, if a man have more than one woman, a black man will get crucified, but it's okay for a single mama who have 5 baby daddies, right, to be out there in the dating market. And y'all expect a man to come in to be a stepdaddy and take care of kids that are not his. But does that make sense? Does that make sense? So let me get this straight. You could be a woman, single mother, 3 to 4 baby daddies from different men. I come into your life and you're expecting me to father kids that are not mine. No, I'm not doing that. But yet if you see a man with 2 women, you want to crucify him and talk about, oh, that's not right. That's not right. No, what's not right is a man taking care of your damn kids. That's what's not right. Those are not my kids. Tell that baby daddy to take care of his kids. You know what I mean? It should be against the law. It should be a felony for you to be out here trying to date with all these damn baby daddies and kids, trying to put that on another man. No, that should be a crime. That should be a crime. You know? It don't make no sense. So it's just unfortunate that he was denied bail. Like I said, it wasn't the judge that did that. It was Cassie that did that. Cassie attorney put out the letter, and you can find that on IG. You can find it anywhere. It's pretty much all over the place. You could probably find it on X too. They put out a letter. She begged the judge to keep Diddy behind bars because she claimed that Diddy's trying to kill her. Basically, that's what she did. You know? Somebody said he will not get 20 years. He ain't doing no time, y'all. He not doing no time. They tell you that because they say up to. They're not, listen, they don't have nothing on him. What they were waiting for is those major charges. That's why I told you guys the verdict before it happened. I told you I got the inside information already. You know what I mean? But when I told y'all got mad at me for telling y'all the truth. Now that everything came to pass, now y'all feel stupid for doubting my expertise when it comes to this case. So the way it works is the it had 4 different charges they already had the verdict for, right? The reason why they were waiting for that last one is because that was the one that was supposed to put them away. But the jurors didn't want to put them away for life. They were like, we're not going to do that, man. We're not going to do it. Y'all not going to make us do it. The jurors did not cooperate. That's why the judge denied Diddy bail. That's why everybody's upset. That's why everybody's in shock, because technically speaking, Diddy was supposed to get life in prison because, you know, the system was set up, you know, to crucify him. So for him to even not get life in prison is a miracle in and of itself. It's a W, no matter how you see it. Even if they denied him bail, Diddy still wins. Even if he have to do 2 to 4 years, Diddy still win. And all of these content creators are upset about it because they promise you guys blood. They promise y'all blood. These content creators were online crucifying P. Diddy every day, saying he's going to spend life in prison. He's going to get caught up with the RICO. He's going to do this, racketeering. He's guilty. He's a monster. He's a demon. And all the while, all these content creators got sin. All the while, these content creators are in adultery. All the while, these content creators don't even serve the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I hope that you YouTubers have a clean record. I pray you have a clean record, because all that judgment, all that hate and desire to see another black man burn in prison, you folks are sick. Haven't you made enough money on YouTube? Think about all these months that Diddy been behind bars, and these YouTubers been making video after video after video, promising their viewers that Diddy was going to spend life in prison, and now he's not going to spend life in prison. They lied to you good people. Y'all need to go unsubscribe from all of those channels. Y'all know those channels. Y'all know who I'm talking about. All those channels have been lying to you about the P. Diddy case. You need to go there, unsubscribe, and don't watch their content. They're all working for the feds. And again, I'm going to have to say this again. Earlier today, you had a YouTuber. I'm not mentioning his name because he a clown. He a clout chase, and he steals my talking points all the time. You know what I'm saying? And he went out there and he was arguing with Tissa Tales and acting like he calling her out, acting like he exposing her. You know what I mean? And it looked like a viral moment because he busy screaming on her. I want to tell you guys and put it out there that YouTuber and Tissa Tales allegedly work together. It's all for the clicks and the views, guys. Don't fall into that, because what he wanted was he wanted everybody to do reaction videos to his clip. We're not doing no reactions to your clip. Your clip is garbage, dog. Your clip of you arguing with Tissa Tales is BS, bro. I'm not buying it. I know acting when I see it. You and her were working together. I had to look at the tape and really analyze the tape. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, you're the only one calling her out. No other YouTubers calling her out. Nobody else. So that means that you and Tissa Tales agreed and said, look, I'm going to pull up on you. I'm going to have the camera. We're going to get a viral moment. And what we're going to do is we're going to get all these content creators to talk about me and you going back and forth. That's going to bring subscribers to us. We're going to make AdSense money. We're going to get super chats, cash apps. They're going to look at us as heroes. They're going to look at me as a hero for standing up to you, because even though I found it on Ringo TV Reactions, even though Ringo was the one that called you out, I took his talking points and I decided to call you out. I'm going to use that. It's going to benefit both of us, Tissa. You agreed to it, Tissa? Yeah, that sounds good. But how do you think they're going to believe it? They're going to believe it. What you could do is make it look like you have bodyguards. You know what I'm saying? You can hire 2 white men to stand there, get them $5, put a suit on them, hire 2 homeless guys. Those 2 guys that was standing next to Tissa Tales, them dudes was like hired right off the street. Them dudes don't look like nobody, fam. Those dudes look weak. They're acting like they bodyguards. Now think about this. When have you ever seen a content creator with bodyguards, fam? Come on, man. She worked for the feds, y'all. You don't see no damn YouTuber with 2 white men posed up with suits with their hands in their pockets like they got guns. Come on, y'all. And she's there surrounded by a fence. You know why? Because she's scary. She's scared. She's trying to make herself look bigger than what she is because she worked with the feds. She worked with the feds. She's the only one out there with these bodyguards. And Gene Deal, another fed. All these guys are feds. You know what I mean? All you content creators that were down there filming and trying to clout chase, all of y'all work with the feds, bro. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. All of y'all. I hope it was worth it. I hope it was worth it, gang. Because what you guys did is you planted a lot of bad seed. A lot of bad seed was planted. You promised your viewers blood and you couldn't deliver. Right now, Tissa Tales is trying her best to redeem her audience because she lied to the viewers. She lied to her viewers. She promised y'all blood. She promised y'all P. Diddy's head on a platter. And it didn't happen the way she promised, guys. It didn't happen. And it's bothering her. And again, to you smaller content creators that may try to do reaction videos with the whole Tissa Tales and other YouTubers clash in New York, don't fall for the okie doke. They work together, man. They work together. It's all content. It's all stage. Don't believe nothing. Don't believe nothing. When you see YouTubers all gathered together, it becomes one big show of clout chasing, where everybody is piggybacking off the next content creator. All of them is looking for their big break. All of them is looking for their big time to shine. None of them care about Diddy. None of them. You know what I mean? None of them care. Somebody said Diddy is a wolf in sheep clothing. Nah, you're the wolf in sheep's clothing. Let's talk about you and your sin. What have you did? What about your adultery? What about your fornication? What about the times you cheated? What about the times you embezzled money? You stole from a store? What about your criminal activity? What about your felonies? What about your prison history? What about the time you slapped a woman? What about that time you did X, Y, and Z? Let's talk about that. What about your freak offs? What about the time you put baby oil all over that woman's head and slapped her ASS? What about all your freak offs? See, nobody want to talk about their sin. No, everybody became judge and jury. You know, everybody became judge and jury. Y'all literally are celebrating seeing a black man spend time in prison. That y'all sick, man. Y'all sick. And the whole time you got drug dealers in your community. You got thugs and gangsters committing crimes in your community. You don't call the cops about them. You don't even say nothing about it. You turn a blind eye to it. Why? Because you a hypocrite. You a straight up hypocrite. But you want to see Diddy burn because y'all been watching all of these Fed channels for a long time. I tell you, Gene Deal is a sucker. Gene, you a sucker, bro, because you know all this dirt about Diddy, but you wasn't on the trial. How come they didn't hire you? Come on, man. Look how much money you made on YouTube talking about Diddy. You made everybody believe he was going to spend life in prison. You made everybody believe this man is going down. He's done. He's finished. Why you got so much hatred for this man? What really went down between you and Diddy? And think about this. This man been talking about Diddy forever. That's his whole content is about Diddy. So now that Diddy been acquitted of those major charges, what are you and Art of Dialogue going to talk about now? Because I already know y'all probably already done released a new video already. Because you're at his studios right now with the feds, and they pretty much telling you what to say now. So you could go out there and program these people. I'm not dumb. I know who work for the feds in these YouTube streets. I'm not fooled by these people. I'm not fooled by these people. These people are fake. 100% fake. And like I said, the situation that went on in Manhattan, guys, between that no-name YouTuber and Tissa Tales is 100% staged. Don't buy into it. And to all you smaller content creators, don't use his clip. Don't use it. You know what I mean? He's a clout chaser. He don't care about none of this stuff. He get his info from me. Dude been copying me for years, even down to when I was talking about the case with whatchamacallit, rapper Takeoff. You know what I'm saying? He was stealing all my content. Stealing all my content, trying to piggyback off everything I did, like just stealing content. And this is why I don't like about these YouTube streets. He busy telling y'all, oh, if you use my clip, tag me. Nobody ain't tagging you, bro. You steal everybody else's material and pose it like it's yours. You don't credit nobody else for their sources. You don't credit nobody else for all the stuff you steal from them. I understand this is YouTube. Everybody want to do stories. Everybody want to talk. But when it's time for you to credit other people, you don't do it. But yet you want everybody to tag you if they use your clip. I'm not even using your damn clip because it's garbage. Because I already done know that you and Tissa Tales work together. I already peeped the play. Because you walked away and you was like, oh, I'm going back. I'm going to go back. And you went back harassing that woman. You was pretty much harassing her. If you really want to get technical, you ain't do nothing. You a straight up sucker. Because if you really was about that life, you would have rolled up on her, took her damn camera and threw it on the floor. But nah, you were busy on the sidelines talking ish from far. You ain't want no smoke with the bodyguards. All of that was for content. All of that was stage. You know what I'm saying? You literally came down to New York trying to front like you out here. Like you out here in these streets. Like you trying to pull up on Tissa. You was basically harassing that woman while she trying to do her job. If you're going to pull up on Tissa, and I don't rock with no Tissa. She worked for the feds. What I'm saying is that YouTuber was pretty much harassing her, bullying her for content. Because if you really about that life, you would have pulled up, threw the fences down, and made a big scene that really would go viral. But you know good and well you were going to get locked up. So you most likely told Tissa, look, let's stage some sort of situation between me and you. I think it'll be good for content. I could play like I'm down with Diddy. You could be down with crucifying Diddy. It'll be like good versus evil. It'll be great for YouTube. We'll be able to get our numbers up. Yeah. That'll be great. And that's exactly what it was, bro. That's exactly what it was, man. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy, bro. I don't care about haters. Haters are going to do whatever they're going to do. They're going to get blocked. I don't care about them. Those are the demons, because I'm speaking the truth. I'm speaking the truth. That's why you see the haters showing up, because they can't handle it. They can't handle it that these content creators all work together. It's all about content. At the end of the day, all of these content creators are trying to stay relevant. You know what I mean? They're trying to keep their views up. They're trying to keep their lift, their subscribers, trying to keep those checks rolling in. It's all about money. None of them care about the truth. It's all about keeping these eyeballs tuned into these videos as long as possible. And they're all working with each other. You got a lot of content creators that are dying right now. You got content creators that are sick right now. They're literally falling off to the wayside. Literally funerals are about to happen with a lot of these content creators. And others are trying to step up and gain their spots and gain their position. It's all about money. It's all about money. These people do not care about the story. It's just about the money. Tissa Tales will come on live 7 in the morning, still live all the way right now. Live all day long, all night long. No shower, no eating, no rest, no taking a dump in the damn toilet. This woman haven't even used the toilet yet. This woman been on live all day like a machine. What kind of drugs you on where you literally are live all day talking about Diddy all day? You gotta be sick. Something gotta be wrong with you mentally, bro. She don't sleep. She's up all night. And then you have this other nut job. What's this dude name, man? Some white guy. All he do is sit in his house with his ugly chair looking on the side, talking about something investigates. What the hell is his username? Some white dude. Always online, always talking about he's investigating. Man, you ain't investigating nothing. You're just trying to get a damn check. That's all you doing. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Melanie King is a joke. You know what I'm saying? She just, I don't go live. I never really go live. All of a sudden now she's making a bunch of videos. Diddy. She's the same one who was trying to crucify Diddy, the same one that was talking ish, and now she's trying to change the narrative. Now she's trying to change the narrative, acting like, I don't know. No, you were the same ones that was talking ish about Diddy, hoping that he would burn for life. Now everybody want to go cash in. Now everybody want to make their videos to get their little AdSense money. Come on, man. Bunch of hypocrites, dog. I'm the only one that kept it a G. Y'all ain't see me going live every minute talking about Diddy every minute. Nope. I was just paying attention to the case. I went live, I think probably like 3 times, right, during the case. And then I said, I stopped. I stepped back. Y'all ain't seen no more live streams from me talking about I'm up early in the morning, 8 o'clock. Yeah, hey guys, live YouTube updates, Diddy trial. You ain't see me doing that, y'all. You did not see me doing it. You know why? I did not want to exploit the situation. These YouTubers been exploiting this situation every morning. Now, what are you guys going to do? What's going to be the story now? What's going to be the story? What y'all going to talk about now? What's the next big story? This is when they go down. This is when everything falls now. This is the part where everything falls, where now all the views, all the hype, everything dies out because verdict is in. So now everything dies out. So there's no more hype now. There's no more hype. So now everybody got to fall now. Now everybody got to scramble for views. Everybody got to, now they're going to all start to fight. They're going to all start to fight for views because now it's like, oh, well, I reported on this person. I reported on that person. All of you guys are literally clout chasing. All of you YouTubers are clout chasers. All of y'all. None of y'all care about the case. Y'all all wanted to see Diddy burn by spending life in prison so y'all could run the numbers up. And now y'all summer is destroyed. Your summer is ruined because you were hoping for that verdict of guilty on all charges, spending life in prison. You would have seen these YouTubers going live every minute. Yes, Diddy's going to prison for life. Yo, you would have saw all these thumbnails with Diddy like looking crazy. Because what these content creators, guys, this is what they do now. These content creators don't even create thumbnails no more. They let AI do it. That's how bad YouTube got, bro. Content creators don't even know how to draw. They don't even know how to get an editor and edit and design their own thumbnails. They let AI do it now. There's no more originality, bro. Everything is AI. And some of these content creators are so weak, they use AI to write books now. Guys, this is a bad time to buy books. I feel sorry for authors. If you're a real author that really write your books, salute to you. But we have a lot of fake authors that are making books, and they didn't write no book. They made AI write it. AI is writing books now. You know, somebody said Tissa seems nice. She's the devil, man. You tripping. You bugging. Seems nice. What? Nah, she's the devil. And what's so sad is a lot of y'all subscribe to her. And the thing is, her channel is a Fed channel. She worked with the feds, man. She worked with the feds, and a lot of people don't even understand. You know? Yeah, a lot of these thumbnails that you see YouTubers use, they're all AI. No originality. If you listen, guys, if you look at some of these YouTuber thumbnails and look at others' thumbnails and put them all together, they all look the same because they're all using the same software, the same app. And it's so fake because they try to make their thumbnail look so dramatic. And when you turn on the video, you don't even see none of that. It's fake. It's garbage. AI have destroyed everybody to the point where now you have AI content creators. You got AI content creators now. A lot of content creators y'all probably subscribe to is not even human beings anymore, guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you have seen for yourself AI content creators. Put a 1 if you have seen videos of AI content creators now. And these people are literally running platforms with somebody that look human, and it's not real. It's not real. You had one particular video of a woman. She's eating chicken. She's literally eating the chicken. She looked real as heck. She's eating the chicken. You see her eat it with the bone and everything. She just go like this, eat the chicken, put the whole chicken in her mouth, and there's no bone. She just put the bone, everything in her mouth, and go about her business. Fake videos, getting hundreds of millions of views. And y'all subscribe to that garbage. You know? Yeah, they got news channels that are AI. You got Asian channels where you see Asian people cooking food. It's all fake. I seen this one channel, man. It was an Asian channel. This woman is speed cooking. She's like this, cooking. Her hands are moving ultra fast. She's moving, no sweat, no break. The video been on for like 3 hours. She's standing in the same spot. No, and she's wearing seductive clothing. Everybody else in the restaurant have on head caps, gloves, everything. She's the only one with her breast showing, a skirt, legs with stockings, uncomfortable shoes in a kitchen, knowing good and well she'll slip. It's all AI. All AI, guys. Sick. Absolutely sick. So, hey, I'm going to get up on out of here, man. I'm going to be back later on. I got to get me something to eat. It is what it is. I just wanted to come on and talk about this stuff. So hopefully Trump will pardon Diddy in this situation, being that they've been in a lot of photos. He hanged around Diddy for a minute. Trump probably been at one of them freak offs. You never know. That'd be something. Maybe that's why Trump will probably pardon him. Trump probably allegedly was at a freak off. You know what I mean? Because, you know, Trump is a player. You know, it is what it is. He's been at all the high profile parties. And there's a possibility that he may pardon Diddy in this situation. Let me see. Blah, blah, blah. You said you pray not. You bet. You folks are, man, I tell you, some of you folks are evil. Some of you folks are evil, bro. Y'all got a lot of hate in your hearts, man. Y'all got to really cleanse your spirit. Diddy didn't do nothing to you, but you hate him. Society have taught you to hate black men, but you don't hate white men like that. You don't. You love white men. What about Epstein? What about all these other men that been caught up with various things? Like nobody got no smoke for them. Y'all got all this smoke for anybody that's black. Anybody that's black, they want them to fry. It's sick, man. Yeah, it is unfortunate because they should have just gave him bail so he could spend some time with his family before sentencing began. Because I think sentencing is supposed to be somewhere in what, October? I think they said October or somewhere around there. I'm not sure. So basically they want him to continue to fry in jail for more months. That's how you know by the time sentencing begin, he's not going to do much time because all of that time is going to be credited. So the longer they keep him in prison, in jail, that's going to be credited to whatever sentence they give him. So he might get 2 years. He might get none. He might just get probation. He might just get 10-year probation. And they might just let him walk. In other words, we kept you in prison, right? You know, and here's another thing, guys. I haven't even considered this. This was just, I just got a download. Maybe it could have been a situation where Cassie's attorneys sent the letter to the judge, and before the judge considered what was going on, the judge had to notify Diddy's attorneys. Remember, they have to have these talks behind the scenes. So they most likely was talking to Diddy's attorneys and probably agreed and said, look, let's deny him bail, keep him in prison, keep him there, let him stay on standby. That way it can be credited towards his sentence. In other words, keep him there till when they have to sentence him. Then by the time they do that, he already done served that time. You see how that worked? So it might look like, oh, he didn't get bail, ha, ha, ha. But no, it's ha, ha, ha on the haters. Because really, all of this stuff is working for the good. He already got a W. He beat the feds. So it's something worth celebrating, even if they denied him bail. He beat the feds. Listen, Diddy was supposed to spend life in prison. His life was on the line. So anything right now is a blessing. No matter how you see it. So all you haters that are laughing, ha ha, Diddy, he ain't get no bail. Ho, 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 ho. You sound stupid. Because Diddy was supposed to get life in prison. And he's not getting life in prison. And you're salty about that. That's why you're rejoicing that he didn't get bail. So what? He got a W. How many people you know beat the feds? How many people you know was able to overcome those difficulties? That man was probably, his heart probably was on the floor when they was reading that judgment. And when they probably said not guilty on those major charges, I know he was relieved because he knew at that moment he's not getting life in prison. You know, so it's a blessing no matter how you see it. No matter how you see it, it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? So those of you that rocked with Diddy, even if you don't support everything he do, because like I said, I don't agree with his business practices. I don't agree with certain things. I'm not with all that freak off stuff. But at the end of the day, the man spent enough time in jail already. He been embarrassed in the media. He been dragged. He been destroyed publicly. I mean, a lot of you folks wouldn't even last if it was you. A lot of you, if you were dragged all that time in prison, away from your family. See, some of y'all, man, are heartless. Y'all be thinking that this is cool to do, bro. But y'all became literally a lynch mob to crucify another black man. And you should be ashamed of yourselves. If you're a black man, a black woman, and all you've been doing all day is hoping and praying for Diddy to be crucified in prison, shame on you, because you're black and you're literally enjoying seeing another black man crucified. If he did the crimes, then he should do the time. But at the end of the day, that man is innocent. That man really is innocent. They just threw those 2 extra charges on him because they want him to fry. It's not enough. They wanted him to have something. And Cassie's so damn bitter, she still can't get over her trauma. You would have thought this woman would have got the money and moved on. She's still bitter. Still bitter. Talking about if they release Diddy, it's a danger to the community and her and all the victims. There is no victims, bro. Sick, man. But anyway, y'all, we're going to get up on out of here. Appreciate all of y'all who support the platform, all of y'all that help keep the lights open and keep the lights on, all of y'all that subscribe to the channel. Salute to everybody that double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up. Listen, guys, without you good people, I do not have a platform. Do you understand me? I am grateful that you guys even show up to watch my show. I'm not like these YouTubers that get so big, they get all these views, they make all this money. They be thinking they the ish, bro. They literally be online stuck up, acting like this. Here, you know what's so crazy? What was the first thing Tissa Tales told that YouTuber that was talking ish to her? You broke. That's the first thing she said. She called him a broke ninja. Why? Why would she use that type of language if she's supposed to be a journalist? How many journalists you know that would come on the air and call a black man a broke ninja? Now, even though I don't rock with that other YouTuber, I know he getting his bread. I'm not going to be online saying, oh, yeah, dude is broke. What are we focusing on somebody being broke? I just don't like none of these people. I don't rock with none of these YouTubers. You know what I mean? Because I know they shady. They'll do anything for content. They greedy. You can't really trust them. You know what I mean? I had all kinds of fallouts with YouTubers. I do not trust these people, dog. Everything becomes content. Just like, let's say, for example, you dating a female YouTuber. Bro, if you and her have a fallout, you become content. You become the content. You know? Yeah, she called him, a BITCH ninja and said he was broke. Now, again, I don't rock with that dude. I don't like that dude. You know what I'm saying? He a clout chaser. He grimy too. It is what it is. I don't rock with none of these people. But she called a black man a ninja. That was wrong. You know what I'm saying? We could roast each other. I could talk ish, but what she did was so disrespectful. And yet her viewers, supporters, and subscribers rock with that. That woman was on the news. That woman was allowed to be interviewed by top people in the industry. That woman worked with the feds, bro. Feds all day. You don't get to that level and not go through the door. You know what I'm saying? She went through the door. Like Hassan Campbell say, the door. Like, who was the one that made that saying? Nori. Nori said, Hassan always using it, but Nori said, you gotta go through the door. Tissa Tales went through the door. Gene Deal, he went through the door. All these content creators that you see get hundreds of thousands of views, the door. Melanie King, she went through the door. All of them, she went through the door. Y'all remember before Kevin Samuels and all of them, she was on YouTube. I got all the original videos, guys. She was on YouTube crying when her and her so-called husband broke up. She was on YouTube crying. I don't know how I'm gonna make it. I don't know how. Then she got with Kevin Samuels. Next minute, Kevin Samuels dead. I'll wait. Now, every time she posts videos, she's getting hundreds of thousands of views. What all she do is just sit there like this. She's not even doing no work, but getting hundreds of thousands of views. She went through the door. She went through the door. I mean, wasn't she down with everybody? Wasn't she talking with everybody? Now nobody talks with her. Nobody. What happened with all these YouTubers? All of them was eating off Kevin Samuels, fam. I already told y'all. I already know who killed Kevin Samuels. I already told y'all already. All you got to do is just look around social media. Look around social media. Matter of fact, I saw one of those suspects that was with Kevin Samuels. He was featured on Willie D Live. Now think about that, guys. One of them same dudes that was with Kevin Samuels, one of the suspects, was featured on Willie D Live. Now, why would Willie D be doing interviews with that guy? They all working with the feds, bro. They all conspired. All of them work together, dog. When I tell you I'm good at what I do, when you see all these content creators working with each other, fam, I'm telling you, they all in on the conspiracy, bro. Be very careful. There's a secret society on social media that a lot of y'all don't know about. And in order to get in, you got to pay your dues in blood. I was just walking through the YouTube streets. I go to Willie D's channel because, you know, Willie D, he's part of the feds too. He's a damn lame. I see him featured, the same dude that was rolling around with Kevin. I'm like, how you gonna put him on your show to try to build him up because they trying to make his brand grow? So now I'm looking at the other dude's subscribers. I think he's at around 80-something to subscribe, 80,000 subscribers. So they made his subscribers go up. They're trying to get him to 100K. This is what they do on YouTube, y'all. They'll let you in once they see that you've been loyal. Once they see that you're a part of the elite, then they start to feature you on bigger platforms and hope to get your numbers to go up. That's why they don't like me, because I'm not bought and paid for. I'm not. I have never sold out. I've always been a G. I kept it a buck with the people. Y'all can count on me, fam. You know what I mean? I'm the only one that when y'all listen to me, y'all hearing organic content. Organic. You know what I'm saying? No fillers, no preservatives, no nothing. None of that sugar cone, none of that mess. I'm just straightforward, you know? So it is what it is, man. We've been doing this since 2006. 2006, y'all. All these content creators wasn't even around when I started on YouTube. I think that's why I'm so real and I keep it 100, because I always stick to my roots, and I always been the type of person that I wasn't chasing the money. Of course, you make money on social media. It's just like any other job. But at the end of the day, the money that those other content creators make, guys, these people are collecting $40,000 checks every month, $70,000 checks every month. Every month, people. Imagine you go to your bank and you're getting a check, $70,000, $80,000, $100,000 a month. That's the kind of money they make. Talking about Diddy all day. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about content creators making between $2,000 to probably $10,000 a month. That's basic money. Basic. That's when you're a struggle YouTuber. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. Listen, I'm the only one who's honest. A struggle YouTuber make between $2,000 to $10,000 a month. That's called struggle money. Do you understand me? When you making between $25,000 to $150,000 a month, now you get into the bag paper. I'm the only one keeping it a buck. Everybody else on YouTube is fake. They fake, bro. I don't trust none of them, bro. Because I've been official for so long, bro, and I don't get my shine. I don't get my credit. People be hating on me every day, and I'm like, dog, I'm one of the real ones. Everybody else is AI. Everybody else is AI. A bunch of AI content creators, NPC content creators. They're bought and paid for. They're feds operated, CIA agents. These people literally, they live on social media. That Tissa Tales is a robot. That content creator that was arguing with her in New York, he's a part of her team. They all work with each other in order to get the money. Because if he was really about that life, man, he should have threw a damn bottle at her. Threw a water bottle at her. Do something. Do something to make it real. But no, he was arguing from far. He was like, yeah, your bodyguards better not touch me. Those wasn't no bodyguards. Those was stage props. You know what I mean? Because she's evil. She literally lied to the people, told everybody that Diddy was going to get life in prison. He didn't get life in prison. So that means she lied, because she told you guys that she got inside information that Diddy was going to do life in prison. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. So she lied. She lied, man. So what are y'all going to do about that? I never lied. Everything that I talked about came to pass, exactly as I said. I told y'all the other day before the verdict came in, I came and I told y'all not guilty. I told y'all not guilty because I knew he was not spending life in prison. Just like I told you, I said he's not going to do life in prison. Those major charges, not guilty. The little petty charges, that's nothing. That's light work. The major charges, not guilty. Just like I said, I never lied. People mad at me. They still trying to find a way to make it look like I lied. I ain't lie. I told you I got my ears to the streets. I got people that hit me up with information. key information. Remember, guys, I'm originally from New York. Y'all bugging. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. I might be in North Carolina now, but I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. So I got my connect. I got people that hit me up. I got people that's in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say who. It is what it is. But I get my info when need be. And my sources is credible. And the information I got told me that man is good. He not spending life in prison. So I went live to tell you good people what the news was before everybody else, so that my name could be in the algorithm. And everybody condemned me. Now they all feel stupid now. They all feel dumb. So guys, we're going to get up on out of here. It is what it is. Appreciate everybody that supports the show. You know, I really appreciate you guys sponsoring the show. I have a lot of people that support behind the scenes. Man, it's just really, really encouraging. It's like, it motivates me. It really motivates me, man. A lot of you guys are sent by God, man. Like, seriously, a lot of you folks, man, that support the platform behind the scenes. You know what I mean? You folks are sent by God, bro. You guys are sent by, I don't know how it is, but y'all be coming through out of nowhere when it's needed, bro, with support. And man, I am grateful. Like, for real, for real, for real. All the haters continue to hate. Y'all don't know what it is and what it feels to be blessed. Y'all don't know what that feels like. You don't know what it is to have real supporters that really support the work. Y'all don't know what that feels like or what it looked like, because you're not generous. You're not a person that gives. I'm always telling people to be positive, think positive, have good energy. In this case with Diddy, we need to be positive. We need to stop being evil and wishing for that man to burn. That man has a family. He has kids. You know what I mean? He might be a media mogul. He might be, you know, fruity. He might be a freak off guy, whatever the case is, but he's still a father. He's still got a family. He's still got kids. His daughter's recently graduated. You know, this man couldn't have been there for none of that stuff. Y'all got to think about this. He spent time there on his birthday. This man literally, come on, man. Y'all bugging out, man. It's like, y'all, some of y'all just evil, bro. Like, for real. You got to have some sort of heart and compassion, bro. Like, for real. Like, this is just sick. You can't be this wicked, bro. Can't be this wicked. So it is what it is, man. I'll be back later on with more content, hopefully. You know, I got a lot of things I got to take care of and whatnot. So again, guys, I appreciate all of you that support the show, all of you that come to view, everybody that subscribe to the channel. Without you good people, I don't have a platform. I'm not arrogant. I'm not stuck up. It's not about me. It's about you people. You are the ones that pretty much make the show. When y'all come over here, y'all encourage me to go. Even though we might have trolls, they might be talking ish about me. I know that without the people, I don't got no show. Do you understand that? So that being said, y'all have a blessed night. Drive safe. If you're on the 9 to 5, you know, stay at peace. Shout out to all my truckers out there on the road. You know, everybody from UPS, FedEx, United States Postal Service, DHL, everybody from Amazon, Uber Eats, Lyft drivers, the cab services, everybody out there that's on the grind at the site, everybody out there that do what you got to do, deliveries, everybody that's on the grind, on the 9 to 5. Salute to all of y'all. All of you folks that watch the videos on your job, you know what I mean? I really appreciate y'all. Y'all help the platforms to grow. Those of you that share the videos. See, I take time to acknowledge the people. I take time to acknowledge the viewers. You know, content creators don't do that. These content creators, all they do is get a bag. They get rich. They make all this money. They never salute the people. They never do.
Well, it's amazing, peoples, because I don't know who this man is, and you know, like I say, Island Girl had uh, hooked me onto him and things, and you know, I heard a little bit of what he was talking about, so I said, okay, well, let me go and showcase his channel and things, and let you people hear what he had to say. Ringo TV reactions. Now, you guys never seen him on my channel before, you know. It's rare that I will ever really show anybody's content upon my channel like I had did on tonight and things. And I get it. I hear what he's saying. You know, I get it. I feel his passion. I feel his pain in things because, again, many of you don't support the channel. Many of you don't even support, by even sharing, even liking, or even subscribing in things. Many of you don't support. Many of you are trolls. Many of you just come and, say and do whatever and things like that and stuff. But that is okay, peoples, because see, as content creators, yes, we're human. We get frustrated at times and stuff when we put in all of this work and effort and things, and then we don't even get no recognition or anything and whatnot. Now, I'm not going to say that he doesn't have a right to vent and whatnot because he's at 179,000 people. Shit, I'm only at 883 people. So that's a far cry from where I am to where he is and stuff. And I'm sure that he's getting the bag and stuff because I mean, shit, like you said, from 2,000 to 10,000. I'm not even at that level yet. I mean, I could get at that level if I really, wanted to push it and things and really get in here and really, create some content and stuff. But this is my little pastime, people. This is not my full-time job. And I'm not going to be here, looking up people's history and doing this and that and the other just to go live and trying to entertain some people and things. That's not me. I love what I do, and I'm very good at what I do. And it's a rarity that I come across people like him who is a real brother who is passionate, who loves what he does and things, and kind of share the same philosophical views and whatnot. That is a rarity. I never did know this guy from Adam. I mean, never watched his channel or anything. And I've been doing this for about 7 years, but not on YouTube. Not on YouTube. YouTube, I've been on here for close to about 5 years now. But it's amazing, people. It really is amazing and things. And I feel his pain. I feel it. But at the end of the day, people, I am who I am. I'm always going to say what I say, and I'm always going to do what I do. And I'm never going to look at another YouTuber and things and, be envious or jealous because they got numbers and things. Well, that's their job. That's what they do. That's what they live for and things. I just come on every so often and talk about different cases and stuff. So you don't see me here every single day, every single night. When I come on, I come on. And when I come on strong. I come on with something. And I got people who's faithful to this channel. And I appreciate their love and their support and things. I got faithful people, faithful moderators, faithful people who come in and bless the channel at all times and things and stuff. And I love it. So and I'm a very, very small YouTuber. I mean, I can grow to the degree to where they are if I really put in the work. But see, I don't use AI. I don't use AI. I don't use AI to generate my thumbnails. I don't use AI to generate my content and things. I'm authentic and real. And so I get it. I get what he's saying, all of the YouTubers and things, because I make that same statement as well. All of these YouTubers and Facebookers and things, I include everybody, but it's not like really including everybody. It's just only including all of the people who I know that I have seen. That's in my case. So when I make a blanket statement like that, I'm not saying every YouTuber that's out there in the world, because I know every YouTuber out there in the world doesn't do that. but the ones who I call out do it. And that's why I call them by name. Because see, I don't know all of the thousands and thousands and thousands of YouTubers who is making content every day and things. And see, I just don't make content just to be making content and things. If I'm going to talk about something, I'm going to talk about something tangible, something to where I and you can really relate to and things, you know, and my stuff is meaningful as well. But I mean, hey, like I say, people, see, it is what it is. You're gonna have some supporters, you're gonna have the haters, and you're gonna have the congratulators and all like this and whatnot. But at the end of the day, if I get some views, that's fine. If I don't get no views, that's fine too, because it doesn't deter anything that I do. If I get people on my live, that's fine. If I don't, that's fine too, because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to cater to everybody. I'm only going to cater to those certain few that can deal with me, that loves me, that respects me, that honors me, that understands me, regardless of what I say or what I do and stuff. They don't take offense to it, because they know all of this stuff that I'm doing now. It ain't nothing but internet. That's it. It's just internet. If a person can't be free to express themselves, especially a content creator, to express themselves without people getting all into their feelings and things, well then, I'm the wrong channel to watch, because I'm really going to be one that's really going to you know, put a monkey wrench in a lot of people's plans and things, or thoughts and views. I challenge the people. I irritate the people purposely. Now, if you can't handle it, you shouldn't watch the channel. If you're just that sensitive, you shouldn't watch this channel, because I'm going to be real. I'm going to be raw. I'm going to be unfiltered. I'm going to be uncut. I'm just going to tell you exactly how I feel, and that's what it's going to be. Now, if you got a strong opinion about things and stuff, that's fine, But you don't want an argument, keep it to yourself. Because if I don't know about it, then it ain't nothing for me to say. And I really don't give two rat's asses whether you agree with me or not and stuff. Everything that I say on this channel, it is my personal opinion. It doesn't reflect what you think. It doesn't reflect what you say. It doesn't reflect what you do. And it's my opinion, and I am entitled to it, and I render it. And some people, they like it, and then some people, they take offense. But if you take offense with any topic that I bring up on this channel, well then, hey, that's on you, But I'm never not going to not say what I need to say. Period. And if I don't grow, I don't grow. I mean, I'm happy with just a few people that comes and support my channel, that watch me daily and stuff, and come and chime out to say, Edward Joseph, okay, hey, I'm here. I'm listening. I love what you do. And that means all the world to me, peoples. Because I don't need a bunch of Negroes who can't stand my guts and watches me. I'm just happy to have a handful of people who are here, who supports, who genuinely really love what I do and respects what I do. And in the conversations that we have and stuff, we go back and forth when we talk about different things and whatnot, But we don't get mad at each other. We don't holler and fuss and feud. And we can agree to disagree, but hey, that's what it is, peoples. So it was refreshing to see someone come on live and really express their thoughts and views about what he personally feels. And see, people's, yeah, I may never grow to 1 million. I may never grow to 100,000 or whatever, because I just don't play the games. I'm not into catering to people. I'm going to call it for what it is and how it is, how I see it. And really don't give two rat's asses what the other person, said thing. Now, when I say that, people, it's not saying that I'm going to be disrespectful to people, because I don't do that. The only time I be disrespectful to people is when you come in to my house on my channel and be disrespectful to me and to the people here. But if you're never disrespectful, I'm never going to be disrespectful to nobody and stuff. And the things that I just say in general, unless I'm directly calling out your name. Yeah, then I'm calling you out. But I'm happy, peoples. I really am. I have come a long way, and I know it's going to take some time to build and things, and it's going to take some time to really get in here and do some things. And if I just take some time to really start focusing in and talking about some of these cases that's out there and things, and really just start taking the time to edit some videos down and make some poignant videos and stuff and talk about it. Well, you know, I'm just going to be just the way that it is right now. Just the same few people come in and same few people watching, things like that. But even if that be the case, I'm satisfied because again, whether I grow or whether I don't, I'm happy with what I do. And that's and see, I go live when I feel like going live. I go live when I feel that I need to say something to the people, you know. So I can't worry about what other YouTubers and Facebookers do and stuff. I got enough of that and stuff. And so, I'm just glad and happy with the little family that I have and things. And yeah, you make the live, peoples. You make the live. Every time you come in and every time you chime out in the chat, that lets me know, okay, hey, you're here. And when you engage, okay, that lets me know you're here. And I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, you know, because you guys don't have to take your time out to do anything. You guys don't have to take your time out to like, subscribe, or share the channel. You really don't. But I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I do, you know. But, peoples, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Because see, the thing is simply this. It's a two-way street. When I come live, I want to come to try to give you something wholesome and tangible to where you can be able to take and digest and be able to think for yourself. I'm just giving you my point of view as I see it. And I want you to think for yourself. But don't ever get to the point to where just because you come in that I'm dependent upon you. See, that's where people get complacent and get it twisted and things. It's always going to be a two-way street. I give, you give. I take, you take. I share, you share. I do, you do. You know? But it never will be to the point to where I am dependent upon you. Because if you ever think that you are just that high and mighty to where I have to depend upon you, but then let me just shake up your boots right now with the quickness. And some people they get complacent in things. They think that, just because you're doing X, Y, and Z, that you got all rights and privileges to say or do whatever and stuff. That's not the case, peoples. That's not the case. You know, the only reason why you're able to do it is because I allow you to. But privileges can be taken with the quickness. You know, I'm just not one for tolerate mess, madness, and confusion. I've never been that way. Never like people who just all the time loves madness. Now, if you guys come in, be respectful and be, you know, lovable and things like that, well then shit, man, you'll never have no problems with me. But when you come in with all of that drama and all of that talking crazy and thinking I'm going to sit on my channel, the channel that I pay for every day and talk about and stuff and just allow you to just run rampant, nigga, please. You know, I will shoot your ass out of here with the quickness and wouldn't even think twice about it. And that's just the way that it is, peoples. So, peoples, I greatly appreciate each and every one of you coming in on this live on tonight. Greatly appreciate all of you who had chimed into the channel and things and chimed out into the chat. Greatly appreciate you all for hanging in there with me for all of this time. So we're at the 3:30 mark, peoples. I don't have no more to say right now about the case. I've already said what I needed to say, and I've already shown what I needed to show, and which is good. I'm glad that other YouTubers is, you know, expressing themselves in the manner to which they are, and bringing clarity out of confusion. And this is one of the reasons why I stand and stand alone and stand by myself, because I'm never going to submit. I'm never going to bow down. And I don't have to be a part of the elites and these big YouTubers and, you know, all like this. And I don't have to come 24/7 to cover cases and things like that. I'm just Edward Joseph, and I just love what I do, regardless of what you may say, you may think, or you may feel. Is that all right, peoples? You know, don't get it twisted now. Don't get it twisted. I don't do this for a living because I got a full-time job. I have a child that I'm going to be taking care. I mean, that I've always been taking care of and things, you know. And I got a massive amount of money that's coming in that is going to bless me and my children. And so I don't need to be on YouTube 24/7 to try to make anything or do anything. This is just a hobby. This is just a pastime for me. And so whatever floats my boat, I'm going to talk about, you know, it is what it is. And so, you know, I don't make YouTube a source of income to where I have to be here 24/7. And I don't fault the people for talking about the other people who is on here 24/7. I mean, shit, if they don't take showers, if they don't brush their teeth, if they don't comb their hair, you know, yeah, we won't talk about it. But you got to understand the difference between internet peoples. You know, all of this is just internet. Everybody is going to have something to say about somebody and things. And so you got to understand the play. You got to know when to go in on people, and you got to know how to go in on people. Don't be careless with it, peoples. You know, because a lot of people they come to your channel for funk and, you know, all of this stuff. So you can talk about them so y'all can be beefing and run up their numbers and things like that. This is why I had to stay away from drama, because see, back in the day, you know, just trying to get my footing and to, you know, getting established on YouTube and stuff. That's all I endured was just drama. Everybody come in with drama. Everybody. But see, after they got a little taste of Edward Joseph, and after it got to be on their ass big time and made live after live after live and talked about their ass and stuff, well, then they had to digress. They had to change their channel. They had to put shit on private and stuff. They didn't want this smoke, you know. See, if you piss me off, people's, I ain't gonna forget it. I may not say nothing, at certain times and stuff, but I ain't gonna forget it. And I'm gonna remind you every so often in things. So you don't get the big head and come back with all of that drama and all of that stupid shit. You know, I'm a force to be reckoned with, peoples. You never want to be on my bad side. Never. Because see, the thing is simple. I don't do things to people. And so people shouldn't do things to me. But if you do, then you will be on my shit list. And at certain times when I feel petty, you'll be the target. Period. You know. So my thing is always this, peoples. If you don't start no stuff, damn it, peoples, it will never be no stuff. I live by that philosophy. Don't start no stuff, it won't be no stuff. If you don't start no stuff, I will have nothing to say to you or about you. But once you start it, peoples, I guarantee you I will always finish it. I will always finish it. And I won't leave it alone until I'm damn good and ready. Is that all right, peoples? All right, peoples, you guys come on back. You know, I'm off the rest of this week, peoples. Today is Wednesday night. We got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm not going to be all night because Monday I got to get up and go to work. But I enjoyed my vacation. I sure did. And I enjoy bringing all of this good juicy juicies to you. So, I'm going to scan the airways, peoples, and see what I'm going to talk about and whatnot. And we're going to bring awareness to a lot of these other cases and stuff. There's a couple of cases I really want to talk about, people. So, and I believe I'm going to be on it for several months, if not more. If not more, but I'm going to take my time. I'm going to walk it through and stuff, and I'm going to present it to you, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it, peoples. And so, I'm glad that this brother has spoke in behalf of Diddy. Regardless of what this man may have done in his life, everybody deserves a second chance, peoples. God is the Redeemer, and He can redeem. And God is the one who administers grace and mercies to all, whether you're His or not. Because, like I said, peoples, He reigns on the just as well as the unjust. He has no respect of person. So, let this man go and let this man live his life with his family. He's been through a lot. I'm sure that he understands his faults and his failures. And I do believe that because of what has happened, I do believe that he will change his behaviors. I believe all of his family understands this is what happens when you continue to keep doing all of this devious, devilish, and demonic madness. You got to change. Everybody has to change, and you got to change for the better. And the Lord will allow you to go through a storm before he sets you on solid footing, peoples. And this is his storm. This is for him. This is for his kids. This is for all of the people who has been associated with him and stuff. You know, God sits high and he looks low. And he knows nothing under the sun gets past his eyes. He's all wise, all knowing, all seeing, the omnipotent one. And he knows the minds and he knows the heart of the people. And it's just like the man said, you know, you can be critical, you can be judgmental, you can be whatever you want to be in things. But I pray that you don't keep that in your heart. I pray that it was just only a thing that was in the mind that you had spoke upon and let it be. But when you start to harbor all of that stuff in your heart and being judgmental towards people who you don't even know, you'll never grow. You won't get in because you sin. Is that all right, peoples? So that's just a word for all of you and things, you know. It's a word for all of you. It's a word for me too, you know. And when I'm critical and when I'm judgmental upon a person, it's just from the mind. It's not from the heart, people. So I don't take nothing to heart. Nothing that doesn't belong there, I don't keep it there. I don't hold grudges against people. I don't stay angry with people. I don't really get mad with people. A lot of things that I do, you know, I'm not really mad. It may seem that way, but it's a way to just say to you, hey, knock it off. Not knock it off, you know. Because I'm just like David Banner. Peoples, don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. And I rarely get angry, peoples, but when I do, you'll know because I won't let you go. I will always remind you of it. But my anger subside. It does. It subside, you know. But before I do, I'll make mockery of you. And I'll make you the laughing stock of the internet. So if you're not ready for that type of exposure, well then, you know, just be one that just stays in your lane. Just shut the fuck up. And don't bother Edward Joseph. And peoples, we will be just fine. Is that all right, peoples? So, peoples, I hope I had said something to encourage your hearts upon tonight. Tune in again next time to Whenever Joseph Let's Talk Live. Edward Joseph Kitchen. Edward Joseph Gospel Hour. Edward Joseph's Blessings Giveaway 2025 will come to you with something wonderful. I love you with the love of Christ, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Peoples, mask up and be safe. And again, peoples, if the Lord says the same, I will be back on tomorrow. And I will be back with something wonderful, something tangible, and something that we can talk about. Until then, peoples, you guys be blessed and get your rest. Like the Lord says the same, I'll see you soon. God bless you all. Thank you for watching.